with GrimDark. We got TP Kate back on cam.
Hello.
We got TP Kate back on cam.
She fed her frog.
I was peer pressured.
That's how D&D works.
Peer pressure.
Huh.
So, who remembers what happened last time?
A demon was summoned, and it's probably and we're probably gonna fight it.
What?
We're actually probably going to become best friends with it.
Oh yeah, it's the demon of friendship. You really called it there. That's why it has. That's why it's made of corpses. It's all of the friendship compressed into one.
I did do that.
There wasn't a demon.
There was the big, spooky, like, demonic
Remember
summon thing.
the well,
Hold
yeah,
on, pull up the
pull up the
picture.
from the beginning.
Brandon,
What
are
do
you
you mean,
high?
We
spent the last 5 minutes listening to how fucked we were, and you don't remember any of it.
Yeah, Brandon was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, what happened?"
flew over the city and then landed really hard in the courtyard.
Well, you had some giant eagles or hawks attack you.
Right.
Then you got took in, and there was the whole monologue with the regent and story of what all went happen, and then did the cutscene at the end where it went out of the city, and then they summoned the sword witch, who some of the lieutenants didn't trust. She sacrificed a bunch of people, and this multi-headed demon thing arose.
It's almost like they had good reason not to trust her or something.
You know what? I think it was late enough that I really did not remember that part.
You were freaking out over everything.
Brandon, are you high?
Nope. It was late. It was like 2 a.m. It's okay.
You
Fair
get
enough.
more reaction than the rest of us did.
I was there for it. It was just not registering. My bad.
Hey, what's up, Techno? Yeah, so you had laid out Little Mouse's body. Little Fang. It was revealed that you're really who you are. They took her body off reverently, and we ended with y'all basically like, hey, get y'all's to your rooms, baths, and breakfast drawn, or if y'all need to sleep, you can do that. Yes, GrimDark sucks, Kate. And then that's when the kind of a cut scene where zoomed out over the city. The word was spreading rapidly that the Emperor had returned. From the palace itself, crane riders had been sent out, doves, crows, ravens, all kinds of messenger birds were being sent out, but some of them were being picked off from the shadows. You also saw that there was some sort of red smoke was sent up above the city. At that point, it kind of panned out across the battlefield to the tent of Fang's brother. Someone had come in and said, hey, it's the Emperor's returned. That's when he decided things need to be set in motion a little faster. Asked to summon the Sword Witch. Some lieutenants there were like, hey, we don't think we should do this. Don't really, trust this lady. He's like, do it anyway. Shows it goes to her camp. She comes out. There's kind of a semicircular depression in the ground. The mud and clay are stained dark red. There was 13, I believe it was 13, different people tied up to poles. As she rose into the air, blades spinning around her, casting some incantation. The swords plunged down into the captives, splitting them all in half. And the bodies and the blood started to slide and pull into the center, coagulate and congeal and reform themselves into some other creature. Let me find the picture for it. Tengu, I believe is what I call it. And that's kind of where that stopped. Also, as it was forming, for about 100 meters in all directions around, people were screaming and grabbing their heads, and other soldiers and stuff just dying from being too close in the proximity of this thing.
From all the friendship, you mean?
Just too much friendship for a person to handle.
Okay, some of this is sounding familiar. I
It's
think
gotta
my
be the
brain kind of checked out at the hey, we're all oh yeah, that looks familiar. Okay, yeah.
Can we not and just say we did?
I mean, that's not near us.
Yeah. Listen, this is that's somebody else's problem. We don't have.
We
to
don't
worry
even know
that.
about this thing
No.
or that thing.
Hilariously enough, I think it was described that I think Proximo and Ori got a vague feeling about something nasty. But that was
No, that
it.
was a sense of dread washed across the entire city at that
Oh,
moment.
okay.
Was it dread that the Emperor had returned?
Maybe for
It
some.
was a dread of the lack of friendship.
Oh.
But that's kind of where we left. So there's not any immediate like, oh my god, the alarms are ringing right this second. So if y'all wanted to take care of some stuff in the capital, kind of show people around, get rest, food. If you want to take care of some things, Fang, it's literally in your court.
Well, we should probably figure out what our situation out at the wall is. I would hate to start getting comfy, and people come in with all kinds of bad news.
Well, that's I'd kind of let you know that like if you want to do the comfy stuff first, you can take care of those things before I started assaulting you.
Well, if there was anything anybody would like to see, any
I believe
super.
many sessions ago we referenced Fang baby pictures.
Oh no,
Oh yeah, that's right.
no.
I'm gonna go do my own personal tour. Just real quick, where do you keep all the historical records, documents, and or baby photos? I'm not asking this to Fang. I'm asking this to somebody else who works here.
While you're doing that, I've got to go put my kid's pizza in the oven. I'll be right back.
I like the idea that you ask that and you're like, the camera pans over and you're asking Proximo, like, how the fuck should I know?
No, like I find like a maid or like a butler or somebody standing over against the wall. I'm just like, hey, so I just wanna relax. But I heard that there may or may not be like a library or like a records room of sorts that may or may not have baby pictures of the Lord of Blossoms. Where would I find that?
And the camera pans
Shame.
over, and we see that Elle is talking to a statue.
It's a shame that everyone else in the world is kind of frozen right now.
I know. What's with this? What's with this buffer time?
There's just like an ellipses like hovering over every person in the capital.
Now, while the cutscene shows what happened, it didn't happen as rapidly as I told it. Her ritual goes on for a while.
When did I'm trying to remember when I action surged. It says I have it used. I don't remember when I did that.
But y'all can definitely take a rest now.
Cool.
Good.
Great.
Let's do it.
I think you may have surged in the nightmare.
Oh, that sounds about right. Oh, that's a short rest. That's not what I wanted. Is there no button for long rest?
It should be.
There you go, Jane. Already taken over.
Well, a long rest is technically a week.
Hey, you're the person who said the thing.
Yeah, you can take a
You're
rest.
the person who said the thing.
You
Said we
did
can
have
rest.
abilities
Didn't
back
say
on.
how much.
Yeah,
Sure
buddy,
you
taking
are.
long rest.
It's a very long ritual.
These people have to slowly be cut in half. The death isn't the point; it's the pain.
It's that whole melting, congealing, and reforming process. Takes a little bit.
It's like a big old human 3D printer.
Yes.
And people are the ink.
Before we get too far in and actually serious, I want to call out. I got a new mug that someone made for me. A totally chill mug.
Oh, that's awesome.
Except it's also a mimic.
That's nice.
That's rad.
Props to my girlfriend for that one. That was
Mimic with an
very
underbite, looks
inspired.
like.
And it doesn't disappear on camera, so hey.
Oh man, that was the best part.
Yeah, the other one was magic. It was a warp mug.
Well, this one's 2 mugs. Just don't drink it too long.
Yeah, Techno says the Sword Witch failed her arcana a couple times, had to recast. Actually, no, what happened, she rolled a 1. She was trying to cast Area of Friendship and got a demon instead.
Oh man.
Your brother was trying to make friends with you, or whoever that was. Didn't work out, though.
I'm so deeply upset. I'm sure he is too. I'm sure this is the opposite of what he wanted.
Yeah, he's over there thinking to himself, well, shit, now I gotta play it out like this is what I wanted all along, or I'm gonna look real stupid.
Shit, my brother made it home. I wanted to just welcome him back.
We heard he was on his way. We got this huge party going for him. Now I'm gonna look like an idiot.
It's better to just kill him and ignore the whole thing.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Tomato, greater demon.
Well, have you ever seen there's an old B movie from the 80s, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
Yes.
Oh yeah, there was a cartoon about that.
I
Get
feel
a
like even
cartoon.
calling it a
I know there was a
B-movie is
live
too
action.
complimentary.
Early 90s, just a random thing for like 1 season.
So what do y'all want to do while you're... Besides,
Well, it sounds like
probably
L.
sleep in actually good beds, have actually good food.
Yeah, it sounds like L would like to receive some sort of what was it, L? You just wanted
Yeah,
to see my baby pictures?
I walk over to to like a butler or a maid or somebody who's not Fang and obviously works here, and I just say, hey, so I've heard that there's like a records room or like a library where like important things about the royal family are kept, which may or may not include baby pictures of the Lord of Blossoms. Where would I find that room?
Well, records and important documents you will not have access to. However,
All right, that's fine.
there are
Baby
many
pictures.
portraits in the Hall of Art. And they take you, and there's just this long, wide hallway full of all kinds of art pieces, suits of armor, portraits on the wall of family, different people. So you find lots of them that could be Fang. You're not positive.
Okay.
Because he
He's gonna come
also,
back
if
and
you,
we
you
all
can
look the
see, as you
same.
look through them, you see a clear family resemblance through all the males that have been
Okay.
emperor.
I will act as though I am a snobby art person, and I'll stand in front of each one for like 10 minutes, and I'll say, key words like fascinating, and other big words besides fascinating.
This reminds me of the style of my homeland of Gog Van.
I find your pictures shallow and pedantic.
Yes.
Say things like existentialism and
Listen, I went to Bard College, not art school.
Say things like fascinating and very fascinating.
Yes. This one right here, it is incredibly fascinating.
You look at one you think is a Fang, and you're just like, no, it's all wrong. None of this is right.
Yeah, now,
You refuse to elaborate further.
this is clearly. I hope whoever painted this one was executed immediately. This is the worst art I think I've ever seen.
That
The
one right
butler's like,
there was
"I did
actually a
that."
self-portrait by the third emperor.
You mean
he's not-
Fang's dad who was executed?
whoops, traitor.
Yeah. I was gonna
There's
say,
no proof of that.
oh well, that's a shame. He's already dead, so he can't be executed. Oh well.
Say psych. Please.
Please say psych. Say psych right now.
It's a good thing we're all in the other room.
Yeah, I'm about to go get myself killed.
Yeah, say they're everywhere. Like there are guard. They're not right on you, but there are definitely Imperial guards following you around. Anybody that breaks away from the main group definitely gets followed. Is it
Okay.
for they don't trust you or just royal protection? Maybe both. Who knows?
All the guards are art critics.
I'll try and chat my guards up. See if
The
they're
guards don't
talkative.
talk.
Really?
These
are
are
they
like Buckingham
the...
Palace guards. They're not going to talk to you.
Oh, I'm gonna mess with them. I'm gonna like wave
With the
my
beef
hand,
eaters.
wave my hand really close to their face, like.
Oh no.
I like how L's first interaction with any new
First
people he
of all-
meets is to annoy the piss out of them.
First of all, I am friends with the Lord of Blossoms.
Ah, so
It
you're
Doesn't
using your
mean they
status
can't
to your
kick
advantage.
you out.
Also, if they were to beat you up, do you really think Fang would support you?
He wouldn't let them kill me.
Gary,
feel
can you
pretty
confirm or
confident
deny
about
that?
He wouldn't let him kill you. He that takes the enjoyment from watching him get beaten repeatedly.
Yeah. Wow, you guys are good. You didn't even blink.
And there goes Brandon,
And he's
screwing up
gone.
the overlay. Good job.
Oh.
Lovely.
Can't believe he did this to us.
It's okay. Yeah.
Wait,
Wait.
it's the top of my head. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Kate's reaching up and stretching up into Ori's spot, looking.
It's me.
Oh, did I
Ori.
drop?
Yeah, you fucked it up.
Sorry, let me go look at.
You couldn't tell from the goddamn it, Brandon. You screwed up the overlay part.
Where did that come in? In text?
No, I said it in voice.
Brandon, are you high?
No, I think I had some lag.
I'm gonna go back to that joke.
It's not like engaging. Okay, hold on.
Brandon's like, I don't remember what happened last time. What do you mean I turned my cam off?
I'll figure it out. One sec. I'll be over here just like turning things off and on.
Kate's gonna hand puppet Ori. I'll fix you, people. Where's my button?
No, it's better this way. It's better this way.
Ha! You're gone.
No. Oh, man. Wait, I got a corner here. Where is it?
Oh, I have to turn it back on in Discord. Oh my god.
There we go.
I was turning it off and on in OBS and I
Hey.
forgot about the whole Discord interface. Damn it.
And yeah, I like what Techno was saying. The next thing we see is L behind bars.
Yeah, Elle's gonna be behind bars
Yeah.
pretty soon. I find the most embarrassing portrait that looks like it could be Fang.
I like the idea that you annoy one of the butlers enough. He's like, you know what? There is one more portrait you haven't seen. Leads you to a jail.
So, are you going to allow L to go off just by himself to look for things?
So what I'm figuring is happening is I'm gonna have some one-on-one time with my Regent Lord friend here, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, so we're gonna talk about some stuff, and you guys can, make yourselves comfortable. You know, get a nice meal, fucking go look around. Really, whatever, what have you. But need to have a discussion with a close personal friend of mine about the last couple of years.
Fang, is there anything that we should not do specifically?
Destroy things? Probably number one. Are you like asking for like a list, and you're just gonna like go outside that list of things?
Should I tell you all of the opposite things?
I can't believe you'd accuse Leora of trying to start trouble.
Might be
Yeah,
an
I
easier
don't
list
know
to
what
tell
you
her what
can
she
do.
can do.
Well, let's avoid breaking things. Let's avoid stealing things. Let's avoid.
Well, but you said we could make ourselves at home, though. So, like, what if? Can I have towels?
Do you steal from your own home?
My home consists of all my things. So, like,
AFK, I got to get a pizza out of the oven.
Leora, like,
yeah.
would it be more pertinent? Would it be easier to follow if I just said, "Get comfy"?
Can I have those big birds?
Yes, we can talk about that.
Okay, bye, thing.
When I get okay.
Bye.
Please don't break anything.
I won't.
Let's look at embarrassing pictures of Fang, and then let's go get drunk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's no way this could backfire.
Good plan.
Absolutely not.
She's gonna go around my waitstaff asking for embarrassing stories about my past.
I have a question directly for Fang.
Yes.
That that lead Woojin or whoever they were with the very important title.
Mhm.
Where do they teach classes or have like an office, or where do they sleep? Any of those would be great.
Some of those questions are.
Where did those magic go asleep?
Some of these questions are slightly more and less innocent than others.
I'm looking for the first answer you can give me.
I don't have an answer for you personally.
Well, who? Okay, let's reel it back. I'm sorry. Who the hell was that?
I believe he was a member of the Wu-Tang Clan.
I'm gonna fuck with him.
I love how we were all playing chicken with it. Like, everyone paused.
That's what he said. That's what his name was.
He did actually say that. I mean,
Yeah. Hmm. So, if I was interested in, talking with that person, where would be the best place to go? Because they seem like they have, a kind of similar control of various warp energies, and, maybe I'm not learning from the right people and picking up the right materials, but I would really like to get stronger. So hey.
So, me personally, I don't really know that. I haven't been here for a few years. Maybe, maybe one of the waits staff here could help you.
We're just gonna interrogate the waitress forever.
Who is this Mr. Wu-Tang?
I'm so glad that our no DMRP moment is this.
I'm thrilled.
Yeah, we're just talking about Mr. Wu-Tang.
What do you want to know, Proximo?
Out
Where
of
do all the
character,
bad
I've been
teachers
thinking
sleep?
about like what I would do if given more or less free reign of this palace/city, and I'm sitting here like I literally don't know. I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go buy Leora's pirate presents.
What?
Yeah, an eye patch, a peg leg.
Maybe we
Okay,
could
I'm back.
consider
Good
getting
thing
you
that-
guys some better weapons and armor. If they have anything in the armory.
Oh, good. DM's back.
Yeah, here's where things get out of hand on that, because it's like, shit, he's kind of like, as an emperor, he can have all kinds of shit. Comes all the full plate mail bull crap.
While you were gone, Bradley, I was asking Fang if he knew where the Woojin teacher or any of that whole clan, like, either led classes or just hung out or slept.
The dude you saw earlier that came in,
Yeah,
Master Wu Tang. Yep, him. He's the royal Wujin.
And the where?
Well,
Like, if I wanna
y'all
go find
literally
him?
have just walked off. So he, as far as you know, he's still back in the throne room, where his court is. I mean, you can be directed to that, but you don't know if that's where he's going to be.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he like wandered off and left the room, and I needed to know where to go find
Like
him, or if
y'all
I
had
could still just track
y'all
him
had started
down.
walking off. That's kind of like where we picked up as y'all were leaving there. It's like, what do you want to do?
Okay, then if I can see him, I'm just gonna track him down.
Okay. As you go to approach the four, which you would assume to be acolytes, just kind of place themselves in between you and him as you're walking up. Like one of them, the one in brown, like, can we help you? He continued. The Master Wu Tang continues to walk off.
I'm just gonna cast dancing lights straight in front of myself and kind of float them up into the air.
Doesn't happen as you see the one in wearing the light blue robes make some sort of gesture, and as you try to summon magic, it just immediately evaporates. And the others
Like
kind of
it
take
got-
a defensive stance. Like, I would advise you not to do such in the palace. The next time will probably cost you your life.
Okay,
We're not
Sorry.
dead because you came in with the Emperor.
usually that gets a different response. Looking for education.
That's something that may be discussed later. Apparently you have a talent, but can sense it's unrefined.
Okay, I'll take that L.
There's also more to it than that, but that's something you'll need to discuss with the Emperor.
When can I? When is later? When is a good
To be
time to come
determined
talk?
between the Emperor and Master Wu Tang.
I'll just turn around and head back to the group. Bang!
Yes.
They said it was your call.
Okay.
All right, look, there's a lot going on. I accept that. Can, finagle any kind of conversation between me and that crew that just went down the hallway about, not blowing people up so much?
Yes. I will. I will work my magic.
Your what?
You know, my
can-
imperial magic.
Oh. Yeah, got me.
I thought you would appreciate the fun.
I'll try to come up with a new one for you. All right. But that's all good. All right, I'll just. Where's food?
I believe the white staff can help you with that.
Yeah, they've
Yeah,
already
I'll just
gone
leave it
off to
there.
go prepare rooms and food and baths and all that. That's just whenever you're ready to go to your rooms.
Yeah, she kind of mutters that and then kind of meanders off into the distance.
Any of you who are ready to just kind of go do your own thing, like get cleaned up, food, stuff like that, an attendant is waiting nearby that will lead you to your rooms. At whichever point you decide to do that, when you are led, they're extremely opulent, very large. Where one room you're used to getting like in inns, they're maybe a 10 by 10 for a large room, a big one. whereas the rooms each of you have is probably as large as the entire footprint of any inn you've been in, just to yourself. Balconies overlook the royal gardens. Food's brought to you. As much as all of you have ever had at one feast together is brought for each of you alone. What's Curse doing?
Well, I did have the idea that I was gonna like maybe find a map, and then I remembered Kurt cannot read, so he's not gonna do that.
Maps are pictures, though. So
Yeah, if you got like a topographical map, you'd be fine.
Since Kurskina, since Kurskina wants to like go see Curse home, even though he's not particularly happy about that, he'll see if he can find his way to the library or wherever they keep their maps, and maybe try and point out a general location of where he's from.
now, does Fang? Are you allowing for any like special features for them or anything other than getting bed and treated nicely because they're with you? Any like personal guard? Keep out of any areas? Allowed to areas that normal people wouldn't get into?
I've basically given them free reign while I talk to, go talk to my friend about Little Mouse and her passing and all that fun stuff.
Is this related to Imperial personnel as well, or just telling your friends that they can do that?
Yeah, I mean, I probably told the wait staff, they're trustworthy. Don't let them break anything, but you can let them around.
Okay. So Kursk is going looking for library. I saw Elle in chat talk about looking for a music room. There's definitely one of those in Twitch chat, Brandon.
Oh, because he asked for a different thing in the other chat.
There's the YouTube bots selling their hot photos here. Robots. God damn it. It's not kids, it's the dogs. I'll be right back. Dogs want out now. This is such a great night for
Always
continuity.
something.
What's Leora doing?
I assume breaking into the sake cabinet, whatever they got.
Yeah, probably you and Elle going and getting drunk. Okay, got it.
Yeah, we're gonna get drunk and play music.
She's hacking the
Cheers to
mini
that.
bar so that they don't charge her.
Yeah, cheers to that, Kate. Cheers.
Oh, you can't see
Like-
it.
Magic beverage.
This is actually a really weak margarita too, because I didn't have enough tequila.
Good.
And I wasn't really in a whiskey mood, so I could have poured
Just don't
some
mix 'em.
whiskey. This is basically mostly lime juice and fuck, what's the other ingredient? I'm blanking. Damn it. This pisses me off. Oh, it's Contro.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that is.
Orange
One of the-
liqueur.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
one of the key ingredients. Liqueur. Yep, let's get drunk. I'm not gonna play my magic instrument.
But you could though.
I could. That I think would probably piss Fang off a lot. If I
Yeah.
did that. So
Yeah,
let me
I
go
just
ahead
learned
and,
there is no casting in the hallways, apparently.
All right, so let's go do a performance. Ah, shit! I didn't roll it so that I could see it. All right, I'll have to wait till Bradley gets back.
You could roll another one.
I could, but what if that one was like really good?
What if it was really bad?
All right, I'll roll another one. This time I can
I
see it.
feel like
Oh, that was pretty good.
we need to take those big birds for a joyride. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea, but I think we need a little more alcohol before we do that.
Yeah.
Let's do some sake. Let's play some music. We're gonna listen. Everything's pretty dreary here, right? Like everyone is pretty sad. There's a war going on. I know exactly how to get everyone's spirits up. We're gonna have a karaoke night.
Ooh.
Yep. Everyone's gonna sing. We're gonna get Mr. Wu-Tang in here. We're gonna get
Who's Mr.
Fang.
Wu-Tang? Who's Mr. Wu-Tang?
Well, he's definitely nothing to fuck with.
I don't know, some dude that Ori keeps asking about. We'll get Kursk and Kurskina. Dude, they can do a duet, a father-daughter duet together.
No, I think Kursk would sing. Do you think we can get Proxima to sing?
Absolutely, we can definitely get Proxima
I don't know
to
if he'd
sing.
sing. I just don't know.
This is how we do it. We're gonna bet on him,
I've
and we're
never
gonna
heard him sing before.
and we're gonna
Proxima
tell
would
him
sing a
about it.
shanty.
We're just gonna lie, and we're gonna say that somebody bet an absurd amount of gold that he wouldn't sing, which will make him sing just to piss that person off. The question is, who would Proximo sing to screw over out of a lot of gold?
Probably you, of all people.
Probably me. What about Fang
Or
though?
Ori. I just felt
But he
Ori
won't-
raise her
He
hand.
won't
in my
believe.
mind.
He won't
Oh my
believe
god,
me,
the moment I sit down, I hear my child calling. I'll be right back. God.
though. He wouldn't believe that I have that much gold though. But Fang, he'd believe that Fang has that much gold. How much gold do I have?
I'm not talking
Inventory.
enough for this.
I'm okay. I got a lot of gems worth 5 gold pieces for some reason. Yeah. Let's get drunk. Cheers. Blink.
Clink.
I love that you have a straw in it. It's a straw in a bottle.
I like my straw. It's a really tiny bottle. The straw is like twice as long as it is.
And it's stylish.
I didn't have any other straws.
Oh, Ari has Techno has a great idea. Proxima and Leora can do a father-daughter duet as
No.
well.
No.
But
I refuse.
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Kursk and Kurskina. We're gonna do Proximo and Leora,
No.
and then
All I can
we'll
think
do,
of.
and then
Yeah,
I'll do an awesome
reasons why,
solo.
there are so many reasons why Leora Proximo duet is not going to go down.
I'm just
I
thinking
do
of
not
Arrested
have the time
Development
or
and the
patience to
Afternoon
list them
Delight
all
song.
off.
Proximo, I will give you 10 gold pieces to sing with Leora.
Proximo turns to Leora and says, "I'll give you 10 gold pieces to sing with me."
You can sing Big Time Rush. You want to sing Big Time Rush with me?
You want to sing Piano Man?
What? Oh.
Dun, 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 and big time.
Nerds!
This is exactly how it goes, by the way.
How is it this bad already? How are we this bad already? We just started.
I know, we just started. Hang on.
You've been given free reign. That's
Yeah.
how.
Exactly, we've been given free reign.
We just got to Fang's hometown. There's like this target of like months and months of gameplay, and we start karaoke.
It's all downhill
Oh
from here.
god. Let's try this again. See if I can sit down. Of course, she does this. She didn't want to get up and go put her food up, and then she pulls the nice trick on me. Like, Dad, I'm like, what do you need? Because heaven forbid we know that I stream on Saturday nights. It's like, you want the rest of my pizza? I'm like, well, I'm a fat man. Of course I want the rest of your pizza.
What kind of question is that?
Hey,
That might be the funniest thing I've heard you say, Bradley. Fat
All you
man,
need-
of course I want your pizza. Stupid question.
all you need to do, Bradley, is invite me over one of these nights. I'll help you. I'll help you eat whatever leftovers you have.
Nah, I can handle this myself. Okay. So Proxima and Leora are doing father-daughter duet as well.
No.
That's what Techno says.
Yeah.
What? What? This is against my will.
I just offered you 10 gold pieces.
You get compelled, the axe makes you dance with her.
Oh, wait.
This axe is very complicated.
I have a spell. Hang on a sec.
Yes, cast the spell on the man with a magic axe that hates magic. Let's go. You know what? Maybe this is when Nick has to roll a new character.
Okay, compulsion. Hang on. Creatures of your choice, you two, they can make a wisdom saving throw. Until you can use a bonus action to designate a direction that is horizontal to you. Oh, wait. That's just to make it move. I compel you to move.
Dance steps.
I can. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make him do the Cupid shuffle. Okay, yeah, I can definitely. I whisper to Leora. I'm like, I totally have something I can cast on him.
He's gonna kill you.
Yeah, but it would be
Like,
totally.
actually.
It would be totally worth it, though.
Would it be worth it then? Yeah, do it. Do it then. If it'll be worth it.
I also have suggestion. That one might actually be the right one.
Are you going to do this with your
Should I?
new
Oh,
loot
fuck! Should I do this
inside the palace?
No, I can't
No.
risk it. I can't risk
No.
it with the.
All of a
new-
sudden,
have
like
to
all
behave.
the staff just falls over dead.
We have to behave, okay?
But it lasts up to 8 hours,
No,
so
we
I
have
can.
to behave.
But
They're gonna kick us out.
I'm not gonna kill anybody.
No, you are. You will.
No, I'm not.
You
I'm just
will.
gonna.
I
I'm
know
just gonna
you.
suggest to Proximo
No.
that he comes and sings at our karaoke night.
No, no, no.
All right. Oh, and those the performance checks that I rolled Bradley were when we get to the music room were for me playing with the instruments. I didn't see the first one because that one was in the tower, so I rolled the second one.
What were you trying to do?
I was trying to play on the instruments in the music room.
Okay.
Did I do anything?
Some of them you could,
spectacularly
others they
terrible?
would not let you touch.
Okay.
So y'all are off doing your things. Bang, you and Zheng Yi go to a private room. It's very good to have you back. I'm glad that at least in her final service she could have been the one to bring you home. Which I at least assume is why you've returned.
It is. I wanted to bring her back. And seeing how things are, I'm hoping I can sort of make things right.
Much has changed. Your brother, your youngest, or the youngest brother, what was his name? Lost my notes. Only I could use English names I could remember them easy.
My youngest brother, Chenji.
Yeah, Chinji. There we go. I found it just when you did. Yeah, Chinji had not the skills or as much ambition as Susan. So he had gone off and trying to rule Panwan. And apparently, with his dealings, foolish as they were, got himself killed. Apparently he tried to rule over the city with using the gangs there. And then they betrayed him.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Say if only your sister and brother had attempted such minor things. The others have been a bit more problem. Of course, your sister attempted my life multiple times, thankfully unsuccessfully.
Lin Wu?
Yes. And before she left and died, she pulled a catastrophic coup. I shouldn't look at the Nick's antics on
Sorry.
There are no strobes in the palace.
We had those
I'm
taken
in the
out last
music
week.
room, man.
For what reason, I know not. Other than she started trying to find obscure tomes and books of lore, of dark matter. And in doing so, she managed to destroy all the Wu Jin except for Master Wu Tang and his acolytes. They are the only Wu Jin left alive that we know of.
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Most of them were found mutilated, not far from the Valley of Blossoms. They were found in their hundreds, seemed too grisly to put to words. Your sister's body among them. And then, of course, you saw the host arrayed before us, which is your brother's doing in the northern provinces. It was united under his name. What promises he has made them, we do not know. But he seeks the throne, as he always has.
I'm so sorry about the mess I've left for you. And now that it's cost you so much.
We've all had our losses in this. Your own family has turned against you and performed horrible acts. Your losses is greater than mine.
So, how long has the capital been under siege?
His host arrived a bit over a week ago. Small attempts have been made. This last one was the largest. We repelled, but took severe casualties and damage to the outer wall. And speaking of, how did you get in without being assaulted or seen?
I had
The guards found you shortly from the palace.
We were assaulted and seen.
Oh, I had a friend who's Fujin like in a way, and she was able to procure us some means of flight, and well, we kind of came in under the darkness of night. I mean, we're seen a bit, but we made it clear in before that was the case.
So they have Wujin in the land you visited.
Somewhat. Their control is less over the land and more of the really anything that they can get their hands on, they'll try to control.
And which one was this? So that we may keep an eye on her.
I've trusted her with my life on more than a few occasions, but if you feel the need to keep an eye on her, it was Ori.
Is that the one with the that
The
keeps...
rotund one, yes.
Ah, not the one that keeps rubbing water upon her skin.
No, she has a different problem altogether.
Not to ruin the moment, but I really wanted to say a skin condition.
Something we should be aware of or have our apothecaries do for her?
No, we take after ourselves. If she needs help, she knows where to get it.
So tell me of your exploits and your adventures. Where did you go when you left?
I
West is all I
really
know.
just wanted to get away as far as possible, and I sort of did. We made it to the other continent across the way, and I just made my way a bit inland and sort of practiced my medicine wherever I could.
And made friends as well. Apparently competent ones. From the scars on most of them.
Ah, yes. The old one is the one I trust the most. He's been rather efficient in his abilities.
He looks a bit angry.
He does all right. If he looks angry now, you should have seen him when I met him. But I believe that I can trust all of them. They've all had more than a handful of opportunities to be off or do whatever they pleased, but they all stuck it out to make sure I made it here.
Well, we are very thankful for that. So, the problem of your brother, what do you propose we do?
Well, I'd like to, at the very least, push the invading force back. I'd like to keep him alive if possible. But we'll see how this fight goes, I suppose.
Whatever your commands are, we will issue them. Will you be leading the combat? Or executing from the throne?
I think I'd like to be out on the front. And I'll definitely need to see our defenses.
Sure to expand morale immensely, but a dangerous move nonetheless.
I've been gone far too long. I need them to know that that they can trust me again.
Very well. Whenever you should at least rest as time permits.
If there is time, I find I'll rest. But
I'm sure they'll be licking their wounds for a little bit. They brought from the post. It seems they're prepared for a long siege.
I'd like to see what we can do to change that.
Is there anything else I can do or be of assistance with? The minor details of day-to-day I've managed without issue. The pertinent things are those related to your family and what has become of them and the actions they have taken. All other things are minor in comparison.
I don't think there's anything else at this point. I'll take over what I can when I can. And
As you wish, my lord.
I just want you to know that we never would have been able to bring Little Mouse here if it weren't for all of them.
Then I owe them a debt of gratitude as well. We will have services for her tomorrow. If that pleases
Thank
the
you.
Lord.
Yes. Hopefully all of this ends well.
Hopefully, but I have a feeling in my bones that there will be much bloodshed and sorrow to be had.
Let's enjoy the time we have left then. I'll give him a big old hug and head for
First,
the door.
it's a bit uncomfortable and then out of normal protocol, but he embraces you back after a moment. It's very good to have you back, boy.
Good to be back.
Yeah, Brandon. Yeah, you squeeze him tight and it realigns his spine. He's like, oh, that feels wonderful.
I actually have a weird question for Fang Garrett here. Who
Yeah.
taught you your bone bending martial art?
My mom.
It's
Oh,
Kyra's
that's
all-
right. Yep, I knew that.
Yeah, it's all from her side of the family.
Wait, where's mom?
She's dead.
Dude, none of us have living
Ooh,
parents.
awkward.
Except,
I mean,
wait,
dead
I
mom
asked that.
too?
Ori didn't, so it's cool.
Yeah, my parents became ill and died, quite suddenly.
Hey, that's not true. Kursk's parents are alive.
I was actually going to ask that.
They just disowned him.
Are Leora and Kursk the only ones with living parents?
Yeah, probably.
Actually, as far as Ori knows, her parents are still alive somewhere.
Oh, we actually have a vast majority of parents still alive. Look at you, show-offs. Your living parents.
Damn. Yeah, brag about it.
Better go check on the rest of the gang. I'm sure they're all up to no good.
No, that guy was back on the last continent.
Hey,
Whoever you want to start with first, they're in their designated areas they were playing
Me and
around
Ellen
in
are
and
playing
looking
Twister. In the... Where are we? I don't know.
Fang, I need your help to win it, Twister. I need you to bend my bones so I can do the things.
Fang, make me good at Twister. Please. I bet so much money on this.
I can't let Kurskina win. I forgot how nimble kids were.
I don't know. This seems like a good time for me to start betting. Honestly.
No,
Yes. Roll for
That's right.
Twister.
I refuse to lose to a child.
Wait, there's money on this?
We're all playing Twister, apparently.
Didn't somebody go to the fucking library?
Finally, my acrobatics is good for something.
I'm in my room taking full advantage of that free food.
I'm probably studying shoemaking, actually. Like the traditional shoes of your people.
Wooden
yes.
blocks with cloth around them.
Well, shit, now Kurska's better at it than me.
Well, you guys look like you're having fun. I heard Kursk was in the library, so better check on that.
As you come in, you see there are several aides that are moving back and forth, bringing different scrolls and rolling them out on the tables. He's trying to pinpoint where he lives, but the maps aren't completely well done for the West. Very detailed here for in the East, but the further west you go, the less information is known. They're trying to find something.
As they run off, as the helpers run off to find more maps, I'm going to just dip into my bag and pull out the map, and I'm gonna offer it to Kursk.
What's this?
Oh, it's a special map.
All right, I forgot you had this.
Comes in handy every now and then.
How does it function again? I've never really used it.
Just think about what you're trying to, the places you're trying to imagine.
And Kursk will take the map and imagine home. Back up in the mountains.
As you do that, you see all of a sudden the spine of the mountain range just start forming, and places you've been just start coming in detailed, and you think of, as it's doing this, you've seen the map, but you've never really used it. So you're like, oh wow, and you start thinking about the area where you lived, and the map zooms in towards it and keeps going until it fills out like the little village where you lived. And then you kind of play with it for a little bit, and then you realize that as you think about it, you can zoom the map in and out at your thought, or change its orientation. It's where it's, depending on what you're thinking about, a favorite hunting spot. A river draws as you start thinking about fishing in that area. So whatever you want to show her, you realize it takes you a few minutes to kind of get used to it, but then the map will move to your thought.
And Kursk will call over the girl and show her the town, and he doesn't really show her the house that he lived in, or the hut. That's still a little bit too tender a spot. He kind of shies away from that, but he'll show her show her like his favorite spot that he went hunting, where he saw his first bear. Maybe the town fishing hole, all that kind of stuff.
This is a weird question. Was like Kursk seeing his first bear like a spiritual experience?
Maybe he didn't see it as that at the time, but since in the time after that, he's kind of come to that conclusion.
All right. I think that's fun. That is a fun thing.
That's a fun Kursk fact for you.
My favorite facts are cursed fact. Fuck it.
You've been subscribed to Kursk Facts.
But it appears that a couple of people are playing FMK in private chat.
Don't call us out.
Hold on. Someone may have screen capped this.
Don't you dare.
No! Don't you dare! This is a private conversation.
If you violate our trust, Bradley, we will start doing this in Discord chat
you are
privately.
not part of this truth or dare.
Okay. I gotta keep them honest in here for dirt that may happen. I can keep on them for later. Well, I do have to say that the part that caught my attention as I glance over is the single dads are hot.
Now I'm sad that I'm not in this chat.
I'm only part of it because I've got it set where the DM can see private messages.
Ooh, that's a reveal. I didn't know that was a thing.
And then options in Fantasy Grounds, you can turn that on or off. If there's private chats, you can have it where the DM.
They're doing it in
always sees
Fantasy Grounds? Wow, what a rookie move.
Well, yeah, I can't see private chats in Discord. Unless I hacksaw them. Okay. I like a tech knows, like you zoom in Kursk. Further and further you start hearing the voices of your people, and they're still talking shit about you.
2 years from now, when the
Home
rumors,
sweet home.
when the rumors of this kingdom finally get there, they're like, that can't be the same Kursk. That's the wrong guy.
What a coincidence.
Yeah. How strange that someone else is named Useless.
So, do you get the map back from Kursk? Or are you just going to let him hold on to it for a while?
No, Kursk will give it back after they've all after she's seen everything.
Yeah, she definitely wants to check that out. Will you take me there one day?
If that is what you wish. It might not be what you think it is, but if that's what you want, I will take you there.
Are all your people as giant as you?
No, some of them are bigger.
Her eyes kind of widen.
She doesn't know, does she?
Know what? What does he mean?
No, I hadn't told her. Thanks for outing me, by the way.
Oh,
What is
please.
it?
Like, 2/3 of us are exiles.
I mean, if she can stand to be in my presence, I don't think your story would change her mind about you.
And Kursk will turn to the girl and be like, I was kind of banned from my home.
Well, why is that such a secret or bad thing? I mean, it's sad.
men of my every man above a certain age in my town was has to do a little bit of warrioring before heading down to make his way in adult life. And I was a very poor warrior.
She kind of rolls her eyes and looks at you like, mm-hmm.
Well, you don't have to believe me, but there's the secret out. Now you know.
So someone that's a poor warrior isn't already dead and becomes friends with an emperor.
To be fair, when I met him, I didn't know he was an emperor.
Would you survive?
that was a bomb he kind of dropped later.
Didn't seem important.
I mean, it's really not. You are who you are. You being an emperor doesn't have any effect on your strength of character, really.
Thank you, Kursk.
You are welcome. So, what are the others doing? Or
They
have you
were-
not? Or have you not talked to them yet since you got out of your meeting?
They were playing Twister.
And I wasn't invited.
You seem to be doing this.
Oh, I suppose that's fair.
I actually think last session we established that you can't reach your back because of your muscles, so I seriously doubt you would be a serious competitor in Twister.
That's the true secret. That's why he was exiled. He wasn't
Couldn't
able
win
to
at
play.
Twister.
He couldn't win at Twister.
I knew it.
Well, Milang, now that you've made it to the capital, is there anything you'd like to see?
She just like, now that you say, she kind of thinks, and seems like there's so much. I really don't know where it would start, and I also don't really feel like I fit here. But a bath would be nice.
Well, Kursk, if you would like to, I don't know, enjoy drinking or goofing off with the others, I can look after her for the evening.
I suppose I can go hang out with the boys, as it were.
I mean,
She'll be offered her own room too, unless you want something where she can stay, like a room that's next to Curse with like an adjoining door or something like that.
I think Kursk will ask for that, yeah. But she can still have her own room, of course.
that is if you're fine with sticking with me for now, Milang.
Well, I would like to take a bath without you, but
Well, I mean, I'm not going to be in there, obviously.
you know you've got
Like-
you've got like an entire palace of servants to take care of whatever you want done. Or if you need a babysitter for the kid or anything like that.
Well, yeah, but, I thought it'd be fun.
Sure.
But you definitely, get somebody pointed in the direction of her and her bath.
She'll head off. Who's next on the list to catch up with? What's anybody wanting to do while you're here besides those playing Twister? What's Ori doing? You've finished more food than you've been able to in quite a while. Even you're full at the moment.
Yeah, I gotta go find Ori, because she wasn't playing Twister or in the library.
If I actually got full, I'm gonna lay down.
on the table.
There's a bed. Come on.
Yeah, I think he looks like which one was it in Willy Wonka that blew up real big?
Veruca.
Yeah, Veruca Salt. Yeah, that's what he looks like now. Or Ori does. Go in, just laying there. Arms and legs are kind of like stretched out straight because they can't.
You look like you've had a good time, Ori.
It's delicious. I mean, I couldn't eat another. Well, there isn't anything left to eat, but if there was, I couldn't eat another bite.
Well, I'm glad you like it. I have some bad news.
Oh boy.
Apparently, my sister sort of she killed a lot of the Wujin that were left in the country.
I mean, I'll be honest, that's not exactly out of my experience. Like a dozen, like people around her. I've seen that before.
I mean, Master Wu Tang and his acolytes are the only ones left.
All right, maybe I'll save the questions about the logistics of this for later. What is the ramification there? Because I saw Master Wu Tang and his acolytes, and they seemed plenty potent.
AFK again. I gotta get my wife meds now. Be right back.
Fair enough. I don't know about the rest, but those might be a little tense around,
Yeah,
all sort of the jumpiness.
sure. It's nothing I haven't been around before. I'm just more curious if I get a chance to talk with the master, given his crew know that I've got some abilities, and maybe I got off on the wrong foot there in the hallway. But my only question is, can you help me control it a little better? I don't want to cause damage, right? Like everything I do that helps you guys, I love it, but I run away into the forest to go do it because I'm afraid that everything's gonna blow up in my face, or kill everyone in an inn, or just you guys. So if maybe, I don't know, that's kind of where I'm coming from to talk to him, is just this is like weird, crazy, powerful stuff, right? Can I make it safer for the people around me that actually matter?
Back.
Well, I mean, don't see why not, but
This is it. This is where we found OSHA.
I think you might want to just be upfront with him about that, and I mean, I can help you as much as I can.
If you just get me the chance to have like a couple minutes of his time, just to try and the same thing I just told you, if I can just deliver that to him. Elevators haven't been invented yet, but it's an elevator pitch, okay? So
Yeah, we can go right now.
well, I mean, right now I'm really full, honestly.
Or we're going right now.
What? Isn't it like super late?
No, y'all got here, like, remember, it was still, like, pre-dawn when y'all arrived in the city. So this is, like, early morning.
Darn.
you just had
for some
breakfast.
reason, I just had the idea that like everybody was having like giving you their little blurbs because we were like all going to bed because you talked about resting.
Boy, because y'all have been traveling a lot and look pretty haggard, so.
Okay, so I'm
Said we
still
look like
unrested,
shit.
but we're doing this.
Yes.
I mean, you think he would talk to me right now? Like I just kind of put my foot in my mouth in the hallway there.
I can do some of the talking for you.
If you really think it, you really think that he'll talk to me, then yeah, of course, I'll go. I got it.
Let's go find him.
Roll out.
Autobots?
Yeah, I'm sure one of the help staff can point us in the direction.
No, you know where he would be, more than likely.
Okay, then we can go there.
So walk across basically the other end of the palace, out to an area that's kind of you go outside through the gardens, and then to like a whole other building.
Didn't say it was this far.
I may have left that part out.
You need the exercise.
I knew I figured that if you knew how far away it was going to be, you'd say we could do it later. Yeah, anytime you ask me like how much farther, I'll just be like, "Oh, he's just up over there,
It's like 20 feet.
just around the corner."
Well, I'm gonna be sweaty when we get there.
Yeah, you are.
So you make it there. Of course, you enter unbidden. No one tries to stop you from wherever you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And as you enter, it's a very, of course, like everything here, very opulent, but there are all kinds of arcane symbols across the walls, entrances as you walk in. You can feel as you get closer to this place, Ori, no checks needed. You feel power radiating from this whole place. The wards that are here are almost uncomfortable to walk across. Lots of power here. Books and scrolls line both sides of the walls.
Is it like a caffeine buzz? Like I'm comfortable with all that energy, or like it's actually putting me off?
As you walk across the threshold, that's a very off-putting energy. The wards are it's almost uncomfortable. As you cross into the sanctum proper, there's a very mellow. It's almost like instead of the buzz you feel from warp energy, it's almost like your senses are deadened to that in here. You feel power, but it's not the same. It's very calming and very pure. Ah, my lord, what may I do for you? And Wu-Tang bows to you, Fang. As do the other acolytes. As you come in, of course, they're in other places in the room. One's behind a desk studying, others putting books up on a shelf, but they all stop what they're doing and bow to you.
I'll give him a nod back, and my friend here says may have met each other in the hall in passing earlier.
She okay? She looks to be having some sort of seizure of some kind.
She just had to walk really far. Well, for her, it's really far.
Ah, and her hands?
What's wrong with her hands?
If you haven't been watching Branding on Cam, you would.
There's
haven't been
there's nothing wrong with my hands. I promise. It's just there's such a unique energy in this space I've never felt before. and it permeates even through my own, like I can feel it in myself as well as the. What did you do here?
You are Woojin? He asked questioningly.
That's a new term for her.
No, I
She's-
heard it on the boat. I remember that. I wasn't the right Woojin, as far as I remember. I couldn't
She's
like
not-
make the sails blow.
She's not from around here. Her
That's obvious.
abilities might be a little more outside of that purview. She might not understand what that entails.
It's a little bit of a mess. I kind of picked up lots of different things.
So you've never been trained?
Oh, I mean, I got some training, but it was very basic, and then I left the school that was training me because it was not the best place to be.
And what element of choice was your?
Never got the chance to pick.
And had you, what element are you drawn to?
Oh boy. You know, I mean, I've found some books that taught me how to do lots of different things. They're not exactly elemental. Like,
So you dabble in the raw force of chaos.
hey, that's a great way to put it. Yeah, that actually that matches a lot of things that I've read.
How long have you traveled with this one, my lord?
I don't know, like a year or so.
I'm surprised you are not dead yet.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
This is like the theme of the entire campaign.
Yeah, it's been a whole ordeal.
Come with me. And he just turns and starts walking towards another doorway.
Do you mean both
He
of
was
us?
looking
or-
at he was looking at Ori. He was definitely not giving you a command.
Oh, okay.
The fuck did you say?
Like,
I'll
get after
just
it, Ori.
immediately follow.
Yeah, waddle. Go fast.
She's walking behind him, kind of muttering. So anyway, I mean, I've got lots of different notes, but the thing I'm looking for is, you know, anything that I can do to kind of. There's lots of things that go boom around me, and I'm trying to. Where are we going?
He's completely ignoring you and continuing to walk. You see him turn and give looks to the others. They fall in line behind y'all.
As one of them passes me, I'm gonna be like, so, where are you taking her?
Are you talking to one of the alkalites?
Yeah.
I would assume from the direction Master Wu is going to a testing chamber.
I'm gonna feel really
It's not
bad
like
if I
you
leave
can't
right
go.
now.
He-
Right, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, it'd be really shitty if I left right now and she died or something terrible happened.
It would also be shitty if you were in the room when everything blew up.
I might as well, stick around for a little while, see what's going on.
Okay. So they fall in line. He goes down a long hallway and through another door, and it's this very large circular chamber. And when I say circular, the entire thing is like a dome. It's a full circle, other than the floor being flat. It's probably about 50 foot at its zenith, and tons of symbols that you don't know or understand all on the ground. The very center is about a 20-foot circle with different lines and shapes bisecting it, and 4 smaller circles around its perimeter, equidistant. The 4 alkalites go and take up positions in those circles. And Master Wu turns to you and is like, step to the center of the room.
As we're entering the room. So, that one guy blew up, and then that other time I was making the tea, everybody died around. Oh, wow.
It appears that he's not even listening to you.
Center of the room. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and he just keeps standing there like his hand out to the side, pointing towards the center of the room.
Am I worried about this?
You don't know what's going on.
I'm still back towards the entrance.
Right, I was just based on my Arcana check. That does anything look like it's dangerous?
No, not at all. There are just tons of wards in here, though. And some of the symbols and imagery you have zero idea what this is.
Opposite. Scholastum. She's been in a room like this, but much smaller, but all the wards that were on the ceiling were they weren't wards. They were amplification. This is really weird.
And he turns back and looks at you, Fang. He's like, will you be observing or staying out?
Observe this one.
If you're observing, please come in the room. But do not cross into the circles.
Yes, of course.
He gives you like a half-hearted thumbs up.
As you come in, Master Wu turns and he shuts the door. As the door shuts, there's like this shimmer and the entire walls go opaque. And it's like you're standing in a field of stars. You can't see where the door is, anything.
Do I see this?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now, the floor is solid still, but the walls, it's like almost like if you were in deep space looking out. Say the doors disappeared, the wall, everything is not the walls that you saw when you came in. He looks to each alkalite in turn and says, begin. And they start chanting. The one wearing brown robes, as he does it, this kind of deep orange and gold mixture of light starts filling the circle he's in. And the lines that connect his circle to the larger circle start like just shooting out through it. Shortly in sequence after him, the one in deep blue starts the same thing, but a very emerald green blue glow begins and then starts spiderwebbing out from his circle into the greater circle. In turn, the next in red robes starts chanting. I'm sorry, be the light blue. Kind of a gossamer whitish blue starts chanting, and a very whitish blue color starts webbing its way throughout the lines and glyphs on the floor. And then finally, the last one in bright red, the same thing, except a very vivid red-orange, almost like flames are licking off of the, instead of glowing, it's almost like flames licking as it traces through, and then they are start mixing and blending in with each other as they move towards Ori in the center. And then he stops and looks at you and snaps his fingers to get your attention, Ori. Show me what you can do. What's the most powerful magic you have? Or what's the most powerful energy you can control? Can't hear you.
Sorry, I got to get closer. I can control a
We'll start simple. If it's taking you a moment to think, start simple. What can you do? What's a simple thing that you can do without issue?
No.
You
I'm gonna
can or
cast
cannot
invisibility.
do what?
Cast invisibility. I've done that several times.
Okay, make your check.
Level 2. Oh. But she just goes
think you got
invisible,
it.
I think.
Shit, I was muted. Before, as you go to cast, just as he says hold first, and holds up his hand, and all of a sudden your trinket that you have leaps from you and into his hand.
You did not.
He's like, "With what? I need to see what you can do without assistance."
Okay, so I guess that rolls a 25.
Yeah, just subtract 2 from it. So yeah, you no problem. You turn invisible.
I mean, there's actually a long pause when he pulls that out. Like,
And the only thing he didn't
Okay.
see him he just held up his hand and this leapt from you into his hand.
right, but if he actually interrupted me to remove that, that's okay. Well, anyway, I guess it
Yeah,
still goes
it
off.
goes off. He's like, good. Something else.
So I kind of drop the invisibility. I just let go of the concentration. So anything like what are you looking for?
I'm wanting to see what you can do. You have no elemental training. You have no focus. What's the most dangerous thing you can do?
Dangerous thing that I can do.
Use your blood. Summon a blood demon. Do the thing.
I'm gonna
Bang
cast
starts
Evard's
sweating.
Black Tentacles.
Tell Bradley you want a nat 1 on your next roll. Summon a greater demon when this guy asks the most dangerous thing.
I'm gonna try for level 4.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no. It doesn't blow up, it just fails.
Well, that's hang on, let me turn your thing off.
That's a 12
Hang
on a 14
Let me just
or on a 16. Which is still within 5.
there. I turned off your Arcana thing, so it shouldn't roll the 2. So did you? That would have been a 12. So yeah, that's a failure because that's what level spell?
4.
4.
So it's
you
not
needed
within it's not outside of 5.
No, barely. He's like, again,
That got really close though. I think there's something happening.
not yet. He says again.
Her fingers are kind of like buzzing with energy because it got so close to being that bad. Are you again? Are you okay?
So far, you've shown me nothing except that you can hide. You want training, then show me.
Fine.
If you can't control
All right,
things.
she gets a little pissed and just rolls it again. Right in the middle of the room.
What's the radius on that one?
This is I think it's 20. Let me double check.
Yeah, 20-foot square. And where it affects you too, though, doesn't it?
For the duration, these tentacles turn the ground in the area of frame. When a creature enters the affected area for the first time on a turn, or start their turn there. Yeah, it's just a creature. How far away was the group from
you
me?
are in a 20-foot circle. Where are you centering it?
She's kind of desperate. She's just gonna drop it like right, like in front, I guess, in the middle of her and the instructor.
So between you? So like at a 10-foot, because are you making
Yeah.
where you're going to be affected by this?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well then...
She
drop
wasn't
the-
thinking that far ahead.
Okay. Drop the save on yourself.
up. All right, and find the combat tracker. There we go. Save on.
Hold on. Can we? This is a fun real life thing happening right now. Can we? I'm gonna put a little pause on the game for just a second. Tell me if you guys can hear this in like a minute. Like, oh, you guys can't hear it. Somebody has been honking their horn outside for about 6 minutes now.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Jesus.
It's starting to piss me off.
Are they honking their horn, or is it a car alarm going off?
They are honking their horn because it's very irregular. Sometimes they hold it for like 15 seconds and then they go dun, 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 and sometimes they hold it for like 5 and then sometimes they're just like slamming their hand on it.
Jeez.
And I'm just like, oh my god,
do like the New York people do and just stick your head out the window and yell, "I'm trying to sleep here, you asshole."
I would get shot.
This is the only reason I wish I had a gun. Would fire a couple of warning shots into their tires.
If this is in his range, it's a DC 15 dex save.
Roll yours.
I did. I failed.
Okay. Whatever damage or whatever it does, go ahead and do to you.
Yay! 3d6 bludgeoning on me.
Fang, you see this leap to life because I'm assuming you're standing near Master Fang, correct?
Yeah.
You see these tentacles erupt between y'all and start flailing towards you, and as they hit the barrier, they just like are bisected. They can't penetrate it, but they're like destroyed as they're touching it.
Did Ori just kind of like yell out?
Well, so the first time she tried to cast the spell, it didn't work, and so he told me to try again. And so I got pissed and like funneled more energy into it, and there was like a little bit of black like lightning crackling around her arms as she like put her hands together, and then this erupted, and then immediately beat the shit out of her.
So do you keep concentrating on it?
Actually, I just took damage, so I guess I got to roll to see. Well, shit, my con is so high.
Yep.
Let's find out.
I'm fat, therefore I can concentrate on spells.
Oh yeah, I'm still concentrating. No, I let go because that fucking hurt.
Okay. He calls out a name. You don't quite catch it, and after that dissipates, the guy in the deep emerald blues starts chanting something else, and you see a wave of the lights that are coming out from them, filling in the glyphs and the lines all around you. His flare up, and like you see it like a wave moving in through those lines towards you, and you just feel your body completely healed to full.
Oh shit.
Short update, they're still honking.
Thanks, Scott.
Scott keeping you posted with the latest honking news. And that is the most dangerous thing that you can do.
Well, no. But I don't want to introduce the most dangerous thing that I know about.
Do so.
Not here.
You haven't seen this dude's being very stone-faced, very straightforward in everything he says, and you see like just a little bit of a smirk on his face appear when you say that. Because you can harm no one here. Not with your power level.
She's got a twinge of pain because this is really hard to put together. Okay. Reaches into her pack and she pulls out a scroll.
Now, don't waste your materials. What can you do? Not what has been created for you. And he holds up his hand again, and the scroll flies out of your hand into his.
No! I did that.
Oh, he's getting trolled.
That's
If
what
you-
I did.
He opens it.
That was
You created this.
yes.
Then do it again by yourself.
Anybody you want to offer up?
He looks at the scroll. What is it? What?
It needed the blood of a humanoid from the last 24 hours.
You see him. He pushes his sleeve up and takes his pinky finger, and his nail elongates, and he cuts down his wrist and cups it into his hand. And as he closes his hand, he holds it open, and a vial flies towards you.
Okay. Do you have 4 hours to sit around?
It's a 4-hour cast.
Yeah, it was a level 4, which you said takes 1 hour per level to turn into a scroll. Oh, to
No.
cast it.
Yes, cast it.
Oh shit! Well, then I'm just gonna do a level 4 cast. That's fine. That was the only thing missing. So
Kitty cam.
here goes. Oh god!
It's the kitty
Wow.
cat.
I think that works.
You needed a 16, so yep.
Oh
So-
fuck!
You summon
Uh-oh.
a demon.
Yeah.
Is it under
so
your control?
she. What?
Well, go ahead. And do your
Initially,
cast.
it's under my control. It rolls a save every turn to break my control.
Okay. So go ahead and explain it. Do your casting. Narrate it.
So there, I mean, he just gave me this vial, so I guess there's not like a stopper on it or anything. But she just kind of whispers into it like very unintelligibly, and then just kind of throws her hands out, and the blood like immediately sprays out in it like an arc in front of her, and then slowly coagulates into this small pile that then builds up into. I think I can summon a Barlgura.
What?
Barlgura.
Oh,
Double
what?
checking. It's a greater demon. Challenge rating 5 or lower. Double checking the table that I need. I think it's NPCs, right?
It's a CR5 or lower.
Yep.
Barlgura and Barb Devil, both of those fall into that. Well, there's actually a bunch that fall into CR5s, but yeah, if that's one you were thinking of. If you just go
Hold on.
into, well, I'm not sure if you can see it. Probably not as a player.
No, I
so
can't.
NPCs,
My
yeah.
list is very limited. Yeah, the big ape one.
Yeah.
So it just is like blossoms out of this nasty looking like rippling blood monstrosity with like lots of dark purple fur and massive fists and just like King Kong angry vibe. There we go. And she just says, "Stay."
Please. Like, ask nicely.
And it doesn't get it gets a save each round.
I'm reading the notes again. It so I roll initiative for it, but we're not really in initiative order.
Right.
When you summon it, and on each of your turns, you can issue a verbal command. Blah blah blah. At the end of each of its turns, it makes a charisma saving throw against my spell save DC.
Okay. So you can. What do you?
It has to
command
make a
it to?
charisma save against a 15.
Does it have the deal to drop on it, or
I think so. No, not the way that it was written into the into Fantasy Grounds.
okay? So it's a 15.
Right, because it's it can be one of many different character types. That's why it's not.
Yeah, but yours a DC 15, correct?
Yes, my save is a DC
charisma
15.
save.
Yep. Oh shit.
Okay.
Then
He's
it's
like-
on its own. It's making its own decisions.
Right. So you realize, like, what did you tell it to do after you summoned it?
Stay.
Okay, it immediately just turns and looks and growls at you, spittle hitting your face. It's like, Master Wu's like, now how would you take care of this now that you've brought it into existence? And roll initiative.
Bye, guys.
A wild
Bye.
demon appeared.
Wow.
You go second. So it starts pummeling you.
I thought it had to fight to break his control.
It did.
It did.
Almost
At the
immediately.
end of its turn, it made a.
We sat
DC
still for
7.
6 seconds.
Yep. Wow, this thing gets 3 attacks.
I assume there's a barrier between, me and Ori.
It doesn't look like. Now you saw the tentacles very much hit some sort of barrier. Why did that have 2 dice? Oh, also Ori, make your wisdom check.
Oh,
for
right.
Frenzy.
Yeah. Oh, this can go really bad. Was it a save or a check?
DC 15 wisdom save at the start of combat.
Okay. Hooray!
Yay, so you can cast spells.
Ow.
Why does this have advantage on?
What effects are on me?
That's what I don't see anything. Your
Does
welcome
it
might's
just get-
turned off. You've got frenzy, which you pass, gluttony, introversion, and resilience.
Yeah.
Oh, at the start of its turn, it gained advantage on all melee weapon attacks made during that. That's why.
It is a greater demon. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna say.
and it's got reckless.
I really wanted to drop this on the enemy.
Okay.
Also, my
it
AC
looks
is
like
9.
All 3 of them hit. So it slammed
And
into
I
with
didn't
2
rest.
fists. And the bite. So
Oh, right.
yeah,
I got
that
fully
hurt.
healed.
Yeah. So it's your turn. What are you doing?
I'm going to try and cast Reduce on it. Level 2. So that is a... Shoot. It's not the right...
Actually, I like to think that this guy's like, all right, now how do you take care of something like this? And Ori looks at it, it starts attacking her, and she's just like, Proximo! There's a demon!
She starts
Like
trying to
2
eat it.
seconds pass and comes crashing
She's-
into this room.
She's reaching back into her memory of things that worked on big, massive, creepy things before. So this is the first one that was like, yay, I shrunk something and it worked. So let's see if it works this time. Make sure I got the target right. There we go. This. God damn it.
So it's immune to that spell now. Well, of course, you need
I'm
to
gonna
try
move
to
as far
cast the
away
spell
in the
too
circle
first.
as
You need
I
an Arcana
can.
check. You need Arcana check.
Oh, I
first.
didn't. You're right. I didn't. It was level 2. So let's do that. That did not land. Wow, it's rolling across 2 monitors. Hold on. Let me do that again. Drop in the chat. There we go. Oh, no.
Level spell was it?
2.
So that would have been a 14.
Because he took away my stone.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's just enough. Chaos table.
That's really high.
So you reduce yourself because you center the spell on
No.
you.
How far away am I from the wall?
So you're in the center circle is 20 foot, and then you've got another 10 foot at that, so you're in a 30-foot circumference room, or see,
Shit. Okay,
40 foot circumference.
if I reduced myself, I have disadvantage on strength checks and disadvantage on strength saves, and I do 1d4 minus damage. Fun.
Oh, it's also considered critical, so whatever the effects are, double those effects.
You're so small it can't actually see you.
He looks like a marble.
Congratulations, you Ant-Manned yourself.
I mean, could I get small enough that he couldn't even see me? That would be great.
No. It does. How much of your size is reduced?
So I added the effect for reduce, but I don't know how to double it.
Okay, what does it say? What's the?
It's
size
the disc
reduction?
check strength, disc save strength, and damage minus
Whoa.
1d4. So I guess
So it'd be
If-
minus 2d4 for damage if you physically attacked. But does it say what percentage of how much you shrink?
okay. If I scroll down, yes. Hold on, I'm still looking at summon greater demon. Let me look at the notes on enlarge reduce. Reduce is the target size is halved in all dimensions. So I'm
So you're
reduced to a fourth.
25% of what you.
Oh
were.
no. Its weight is reduced to 1/8 of normal. So I'm 25% in all dimensions and 1/16 of weight. So I reduced from medium to small, but there's another dimension below that.
Yeah, so you're basically tiny. So if
Yay!
let's say if you were 400 pounds, you're 100 pounds now, because you would have gone to 200, and then again by half.
You're probably just over a foot tall.
Guys, it's the lightest I've been in months. Fuck.
So you do that. The creature then reaches down and just grabs you and starts to throw you into its mouth. At that point, you see the glow from each of the alkalites comes in, and this thing just explodes. And you start fall. Of course, it's picked you up. You're now falling, and as you hit the ground, poof, you're back to normal size. So it seems you do not have much control at all over your magics.
I've got a lot of optimism.
Try something again.
Thing is probably just like having a panic attack right now.
It's you do the Master Wu-Tang kind of turns, is like, it'll be fine.
You know how many times she said that to me?
Okay. She's gonna reach
Quickly, how
into
quick
a
can you do
different kind of
this?
vein
And
of
with
energy.
interruption, as he says that, he's like, go, quick. And then all of a sudden, you see the energy from the one in the brown robes shoots through out there, and the whole floor starts just shaking. So your checks, or you don't know what's going on, but your check will be made at disadvantage.
Great. I'm gonna try and cast Aura of Sathoga. Level 4 spell, but not a demon that's gonna run around and eat me.
Nick's got the demons playing with his lights right now.
Yeah, the demon is playing with my lights.
I
I don't know why.
So,
I didn't think that's what you were doing. I thought you were doing the Danny Phantom theme song.
Danny Phantom.
He's a phantom.
Holy crap. That would've been
did you
critical.
just see that?
Yeah, that would have been good. So, yeah, what does the spell do?
Aura of Sathoga. It's actually a spell on myself. It's like a defensive. If things attack me, they get acid damage back on themselves, and I can project it onto a target.
Cool. So, yeah, that goes off. Yeah, without it, she's like, good. That's more elemental focused. Very good. Again. And the rumbling continues but then it starts raining, and the rain starts turning to hail in there, pelting you. And as it does so, you see that there's little the jets of acid are shooting off of you.
Oh.
Just it's activating this, but you don't have a specific target, but that's what's happening. But it's starting to hurt to the point of like almost taking damage. So -2 to your checks as well as disadvantage. So do the disadvantage and then the -2.
Okay. That's all.
Concentrate
I'm
on
gonna
an
shoot.
element.
All right, she's gonna try and cast Fly. 3. Nope.
But that's not under 5, is it?
No, it's not under 5, but it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Now, did you got the -2 and a disadvantage? Okay,
Yep.
So
-2
it's
and
level
disadvantage on
3.
that one.
Yeah. So it doesn't work. It goes faster. Cast. And then the wind starts buffeting you. You get just kind of getting pushed around. So go to -5 now, as well as the
Holy
disadvantage.
shit. Come on, Ori, you got this.
This is the equivalent of a magical hazing ritual.
Apparently. Jesus. She's just okay. She's gonna start panicking. She's gonna cast Dragon's Breath and just like shout out with it if possible. That's a level 2, but it's like yeah, there's a lot
Yeah, so
going
you need
on.
a 14.
Nope.
But you don't. It doesn't get away from you though.
Hmm.
Like good. Now defend yourself. And the red ripples out, and all of a sudden a fire elemental forms in front of you. What do you do?
Oh shit! Can I Misty Step out of the circle?
You can attempt to.
Yeah.
But you're still going to be at the disadvantage -5.
Yeah, sure. Rolling that again, so that's a level 2.
Disadvantage -5 is a lot better than being in this circle.
It's basically double disadvantage.
Oh shit! I rolled a 1.
Yep, there you go.
Thank God he took the stone away from me. Oh God. Bang, why did you bring me here?
Again.
So it works to your advantage, but this because of being a okay, it was a fumble, which is a massive fuck up. This is centered on you, so you're trying to Misty Step. You shouldn't have been able to do this. You appear between Fang and Master Wu-Tang, and you should not have been able to do that. At that point, everything ceases in the center of it, and everything turns you in a cage. Immediately erupts around you. Master Wu-Tang steps back, and a force cage of all the elements forms around you. You can't speak. You can't move. Immediately, and he pushes his hand back, and you fly back towards the center of the room of the circle, and the acolytes begin chanting again, and a dome appears that's physically between you and them, with just all the elements rippling through it. They step outside of the circles, and elementals of each type rise from the circles with their hands on the deal, continue to chant, and he turns and looks at you, Fang. This one is much too dangerous to be staying in the palace. She will have to stay here under extreme supervision.
But we'll need her.
The danger to the entire capital is more important than any need you may have of her. You have the assistance of myself and my acolytes. who are much safer, much more trained, and not nearly as dangerous as this one. That should not have been able to happen, especially from one untrained as her. None of my alkalites could have done that. And it's not from a great power that happened. She lost control of the energy she was trying to, and something much greater than her caused that to happen. That could destroy the entire palace if something got out of control.
I just want to point out what a fucking shit stain this guy's being right now. Do all the things you can. The most dangerous things you can. Oh, you did the most dangerous thing you could. Never mind. Fuck off. I'm trapping you now. What an asshole.
It's chaos intervening there, not Ori.
I literally, honestly, if he's so powerful and wise, he's kind of a moron for not having seen this coming at all. He was like, no, this is totally impossible, lol.
You know, as the
Well,
one
that's-
in the trap, I kind of get it. Their magic is based in elements specifically. And I rolled
And
in,
a
they're like,
lot of
show me the strongest thing you can
control.
do. And I'm like, whoa, the fuck ever.
Oh,
It's one
I'm
of those.
not mad that
Okay,
he's-
mechanically, it's one of those weird things where it's like they still have to make Arcana checks and stuff like that, but focusing on one, they get advantage. Wujin will have advantage on their elemental type, as well as focusing on elements. And while they don't know they're touching chaos, they think it's nature and element, the way they view it. This dude is.
I'm just pointing out that this guy's like, he's just being an asshole for the way
Oh
that
yeah,
he
well,
reacted.
from his
mostly.
understanding and knowledge of things, yeah, this should not have happened. So yeah, this is a threat.
I'm not saying you're wrong for doing anything. I'm just like, wow, this guy's really arrogant for thinking he apparently knows jack shit when he clearly doesn't.
He's a super badass, powerful, but even chaos can fuck with that.
She's of no real threat to us as long as we're not pushing her like that.
The pushing was to test to see what she can and cannot do, and if she's in need of training or not, which she desperately is.
That's what she came here for.
Well, she has proven she definitely needs it, and definitely has the aptitude. Not say how long that will be to train this one. But for now, I cannot disobey your orders to release her, but if you request such, she will have to be heavily warded. And I would prefer she stay here when not with you.
I'll nod to that and just let me talk with her.
Sorry, I was
The,
muted. I assume I could hear them, right?
No, you can't move. You can't. You see them. That's about the only thing you have is vision.
Oh.
At that point, he nods very slyly and turns and looks towards you, Ori, and the cage just like slides across the floor up to the edge of the barrier, and then part of it lowers down to about chest level, and then you can hear and speak again.
Hey, Thing. That went well.
I'm proud of you for putting up with all that shit. Didn't look like a lot of fun in there.
I'm still in this. So what's going on?
They said they'd let you go,
Oh, great. Can I get out now?
but he said, you could use some training, and he seems to be of the attitude that he would be willing to do so.
I'm getting real mixed messages here.
They'd like you to be here, if not with me.
Be contrary, but that kind of was my intent as well.
See, I wanted us to talk about this before, they, do some things you might not be so keen on. Or
I mean, look, the other guy is actually within earshot, right? Like they're both in front of me.
Oh, he's standing right there, as well as the acolytes say, because you noticed too, you saw that each of the positions the acolytes were in, there are elementals of each type with their, basically their, what would appear to be their hands on the barrier.
Look, Master, I am well aware that the gift I was given, or the whatever I tapped into and was trained on very badly, is very chaotic by nature. I've ask Fang, like when we travel, if I want to do something that helps them, I ask them to leave because I don't know if what I'm trying to control is going to stay within me or not. That's why I came down here in the first place.
You definitely need the training. You lose control well too easy. You must have focus and concentration. You must be made of stern stuff. Control the forces of the elements. But you do not control just elements. You control what appears to be chaos itself. And that is unpredictable. So you cannot control what cannot be controlled.
Look, you took away the one thing I ever found in my travels that actually helped me have better control over it.
Such trinkets, and he kind of holds it up and looks at it, help in the short term, but are dangers themselves. This has the same energy to it, which what you control. This could betray you as easily as the power you wield without it.
You're saying you know a way to control what you do without anything ever going crazy.
Nothing is ever completely in our control, but nature, if focused on, if done correctly, if trained properly, the chance of getting out of control, especially when it's respected, is much less likely.
I can't ask for the land where he came from. You can't ask for teachers. If you tell people you know, or if you tell people what you can do, they just burn you or kill you and then bury you somewhere. So all I've ever learned is things I come across in books, and those are very few and far between, so I don't exactly have control over what's in them. All I know is that it's stuff that kind of makes sense. But if you know a better way to train this, please, I mean...
It will take time, it will take dedication, and it will be rigorous.
Oh, please, I can stand up to rigorous.
Have you seen my constitution modifier? Rigorous ain't shit.
There will be days of fasting involved. Now Ori's
There'll be days of what? Whatever it takes, just please. I was so desperate to find a space where I wasn't treated like a firework that was about to go off in the middle of the room.
But that's exactly what you are.
And I'm tired of it.
Your people
I learned how to
for not
light the
having-
fuse, but no one told me how to control it.
And that shows that your people are foolish. This is
Well,
not
I could talk
something-
a long time about my people being foolish. Fuck them.
We'll do what we can. Unless you, Master Fang, requests you to accompany him and he stays with you at all times, you will need to stay within these grounds of the school.
Not anything I haven't done before.
And you will need to be warded at all times. This, and he
hurt.
holds up your trinket, will have to be earned back. And this, he holds up your scroll, and it just catches on fire and turns to ash, will not be allowed.
Ooh,
If
that's
you have more such, I suggest you divest yourself of them.
No, it was the only one, damn it.
He turns and looks at you, Fang, and you accept full control and responsibility for this one. This is your people. This is your capital. This is your palace at risk here.
yeah. I sort of accept the risk with the group that we've been running with. It's not even sure she's the one that would cause the most problems.
He kind of cocks an eyebrow at that.
I don't
And
want
the
to
others
get into it.
control or not control such powers as this?
Well, now that you mention it, I mean, maybe? I don't really know. He plays, on occasion, really good music.
This is why we have Brandon on cam.
I thought you were going to make Proximo be a Sully with me. Then you're like, oh, L. I'm like, no.
It's trying to help you, not kill you.
I mean, I could have him, come your way.
Any that control even close to this kind of energies and powers definitely must become here to be tested. And if they're able to be trained.
I mean, I can ask him.
I would highly suggest it be more than a request, my lord.
Fine. Yeah, okay.
Demand you go play music for the school down there.
Well, Ori, if you're all right with whatever's happening here.
Whatever this is.
Gestures
Listen.
to room.
As she puts her hands on the weird elemental bars of this cage and leans over. Listen. They're going to teach me how to have any kind of control over this. I've loved the strength, the power of helping you and everything that I came into, knowledge of. But I mean, you've seen it as well as I. It goes crazy all the time. If there's anything I can do to just get mastery of it, they can keep the stone if they teach me how to get better control.
Well, I look forward to.
Do I really have to fast? It's like giant dinner plate eyes.
I mean, sounds like Master Wu has some plans for you.
That sucks. Whatever. I let go of the lightning and fire bars. Sit down in the center of the room.
We'll see if I can't get Elle to come bother you.
Okay.
Oh, that's just
So-
mean.
Are you going to leave, Fang?
I guess she seems to be all right with whatever's happening here.
Okay. Mr. Wu-Tang turns back. You don't even see where he would be. You could find it, but he just reaches out and turns a handle, and the door opens. As it does, it's back to just the room you were in. No stars or anything like that. And of course, you're free to leave whenever you want to walk out. Whenever he's not going to tell you to go now or anything. He does turn to the Alkalites and say, "Bring warding rings," and they each leave. After a while, they come back, and each one of them has a ring, and looks at you, or he's like, "Extend your hands." And the bars drop lower, and a kind of a small little, like 2 small holes in the barrier itself open up for you to stick your hands through. Each of them slides a ring, one on your pointer finger, one on your ring finger, on each hand. Each of them the color of the elements. And you can feel the dampening in it. As he does that, then the elementals remove their hands from the barrier itself disappears, and the force elemental cage around you drops. As you try to remove these, they're like stuck on your finger. They will not come off.
And the things you said that weren't the elements?
Do what now?
Well, you told me that some of the stuff I casted was good. You're talking to the elements, but then some things I brought forward you said were completely different.
And we will have to figure out what that is. I have suspicions and a bit of knowledge, but not quite. I'll have to research myself. There's some ancient tomes I'll have to consult.
Of course it's an ancient tome.
Of course.
Really dusty.
Hey, I've got this new book that just came in. I'm gonna
fresh off the presses.
Chaos
Yeah.
in
Got it
you.
from Barnes,
The
from
chaos
the old
in
Barnes
you
and
for
Noble.
dummies.
Chaos in You 101 for dummies.
I don't know, it's just really funny to me. This guy's like, I am such a wise and powerful magic user. Also, the only copies of stuff about this are, like, just so fucking old.
I mean, I get it if it's never come up in like hundreds of years because they were all doing the same thing.
So we will begin simple, and he turns to the Alkalite and Brown. He's like, "We'll begin with you," and he turns to you, or he says, "Come with me," and starts walking off down the hallway.
I try and cast dancing lights while I walk.
Nothing happens.
I'll go.
So he walks out. Are you still standing there, Fang, or have you already left?
I've already left.
Yeah.
So
I'm down there by
where do
myself.
you go now, Fang?
You know, meet up with the guys.
As you do. Who you going to first?
Well, last I checked, they were all playing Twister except for Kursk, who I sent to go play Twister. So,
Go to the Royal Twister room.
yes. I think that's unless something's changed. That's where everybody should be, right?
It's your old playroom. Or when you and your siblings grew up, this is like all your toys and stuff like that. There's actually a room that's for entertainment like that for the children and younger guests to mess around in. So yeah, you come in, y'all notice that Ori's not with him.
I don't know. Hang on a sec. I don't know if
Y'all hadn't seen
know
Ori
if-
all morning either.
I don't know if Leora and I are actually in the Twister room.
Okay, where are Leora and Elle? What have y'all been doing?
Well,
Are the guards
I-
still following us?
There's
yeah, we
always
do-
guards nearby, yes. They're not
Okay.
like 5 foot from you, but they are always within sight. You try to
Okay,
sneak
hold
around
on.
a corner, they're within
I-
like steps of coming around the corner with you.
if they aren't playing Twister, that literally just leaves Proximo playing Twister, and that's not how this scenario goes down.
It's Proximo, Kursk, and Kurskina.
And Kursky.
Yeah, I'm not playing. Proximo's not playing Twister with a young, like 13-year-old girl. The entire scenario is different now.
Proximo's already losing his mind this whole time. He's thought you two were there.
You're Pop.
I just wanted to make it clear, like, you guys literally changed the whole scenario by not being there now.
Yeah, you know what? We can do that later. We can do it later.
Okay, so you're all there playing Twister, so Proximo doesn't get
We're all playing
Twister.
Twister. Who's winning at Twister?
Roll some dice.
Yeah, let's
all roll. What are we rolling, Bradley?
Acrobatics.
That's up to y'all.
Acrobatics,
Play
right?
what you.
Yeah, we can do acrobatics.
Acrobatics is good for twisting up.
Tell you what, in that case,
Dude, try being that. Try being that. You can't.
No,
You can't.
I was.
Oh, it was
You
on an
can't
18.
be-
The muscles,
All right,
muscles are in
hang
the
on a
way.
The
second.
muscles are too powerful.
You can't be.
I like the Proximo rolled a 15. Hot damn, what a champ.
My muscles.
Damn
What the
it!
hell?
Oh,
Flexi grandpa, man.
one shy.
How did you almost beat me? What's
I
wrong with you?
actually, Brandon, if you remember correctly, Proximo does canonically stretch every morning.
That's true. We had that whole discussion about you
Yeah.
leading yoga.
Yeah, that is canon. Proximo
You
stretches
led
every
an
morning.
army in yoga.
All right, Leora is barely beating me.
Do you have proficiency in Twister?
I have extreme proficiency. Oh, Yeah, what is Proxima's proficiency?
Because he stretches. Should he be proficient in Twister? I think so.
Obviously.
I think it'd be funny. You still don't beat me though. You beat Kursk.
Not that beating Kursk is hard. No, I mean, no offense to Kursk, but you rolled a 5. What do you want from me?
I'm not
I
mad
think I
about it.
drank
Why do
too
you
much.
ask?
I think I drank too much, you guys.
Yeah, now you know what it's like to be Nick.
Hey.
Add a little bit of whiskey to catch up.
Hey, hey, you know he's right there. He's right there. You could just go to it right now. Get it over with.
Hmm? Oh,
He's-
right. And you as well.
Yeah.
Hey, Curse, can I borrow you for just a second?
Sure.
All right, just I'm gonna lead Kursk over to like a corner of the room, so just he and I could just talk privately real quick. Hey Kursk.
Hey, what?
I know we don't really talk all that often, and it's probably a lot of it's my fault because I don't really give you any reason to talk to me, and I apologize for that. But I just really wanted to say I've noticed you've really stepped up. You've become a great father figure for Kurskina. You've been a great member of our team, and you're a good friend. At least I consider you a good friend. I just want you to know. And I reach out with my right hand and I place it on Kursk's shoulder. I love you, man.
Sorry, I'm not into guys. Well, thank you, Will. That's very kind of you.
I'll give you a nod.
And I don't care what Proximo says. Your music is very good. Mostly.
Aw. I'm not even going to incite that. Thank you.
I'm trying to think of a moment that Proxima actually said that his music sucked. Because I don't remember if what Kursk just said is true or not. I can't think of a time. I don't remember enough to debate that.
I think it may have been one of those things where he says, I don't care what anybody says about you.
Yeah, he didn't have to say Proxima. He could have just said anybody, but geez, he had to call me out like that.
Then I'll give you the pat on the shoulder, and I'll say, All right. Good talk. And I'll walk back over to Leora. I'll lean over. All right, your turn.
Proximo.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah,
It's been a pretty good day.
It's been a pretty good day, hasn't it?
I can't remember the last
What's-
time we were treated, decently.
Yeah, no, this is good. This is nice. I had far too much to drink, and now I am sufficiently sloshed. But no, this is good. Thanks for playing Twister with us. That's real cool of you and Kursk.
I might have to ask Fang to realign my spine.
Yeah, no, you really bent it out of shape there. You wear all sorts of shapes that I've never seen before. Really good job there.
It's been a while.
It's in tears.
Yeah. There's a slight smile that comes across his face as he kind of realizes that he has like this weird moment of clarity when he's like, I get to ask an emperor to realign my spine. We really have come a long way, haven't we?
We've got it good, officially. We've really got it good. For today, at least. I think tomorrow will be a brand new hell for us. But you know what? Whatever.
Despite what everyone else says, I think Elle plays fine music.
Oh, nothing.
That's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing for you. He's literally in earshot. I can hear you say that.
I start playing my instrument.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
you've made him. Look how happy you've made him. Look at him smiling.
I don't mind it
Okay.
like I used to.
He's gotten better, hasn't he?
He actually has
That-
gotten better.
That new instrument literally hurts to listen to sometimes.
You've noticed it too.
No, it
Literally.
doesn't-
It's
it's
bad,
awful.
but it kind of
It's-
hurts. I
it's
get a little
awful.
headache.
Yeah, like when we were up in the sky with the birds. No, that hurt. I might have to burn that thing. Well, I'm gonna call it a night, even though it's like 4 p.m.
It's not even 4 p.m. It's got to be like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
we've been
that's about
playing
right.
Twister for 10 hours, for 5 hours.
Time to get my stretches in.
We've been
Yeah, I'm
Come
gonna-
flying into the
I'm gonna take
castle
a-
and get assaulted. So
I'm gonna take a nap. Good night, Dad. I'll walk off.
He Proxima like picks his ear for a second.
I leave.
Could you repeat that? I just thought I heard something crazy.
No, she's gone. She's gone.
Proximo turns around to the wall and starts like rubbing his eyes and is like, "Oh, there's allergies, pollen and sand in my eyes.
I walk
I'm going
over.
through some sand and that
You
was
wander into
awful.
the
Like, why
kitchen,
would
they're
you
just
do
chopping
that?
onions.
I walk over and I pat him on the shoulder and I say, "Oh, Proxima, that was so sweet."
What part?
You know what part I'm talking about. I give you a little wink and then I leave too.
Well, when you say that, Proxima says, "Well, you have gotten better since you started traveling together. You've had a lot of practice and everything. Remember when we first got started? You couldn't play for shit. It was just so bad. It like he keeps
Just
going. about how-
utterly rancid.
yeah, he just like keeps going for like 20 seconds about how terrible it was.
Ella's
You've
gonna
gotten a lot
just
better.
Ella's just gonna slowly start backing out of the room. yeah, just I had to get a better instrument, had to get some more practice in. Gee, look at the time. We've been playing Twister for so long now. I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna follow. Where is she going to the rooms? Where are the rooms? You know what? I'm just gonna ask a butler. Don't
Yeah,
mind.
well, you always there's not only a guard, there's a attendance with each of you as well. If you're ready to go, yeah, they'll show you to your rooms.
Cool. I'll go catch up with Leora first, and I'll just say like, nah, good job.
You're a piece of shit, Al.
No, that was a really sweet moment you had. I think you really made his day.
You know,
Did you bribe Leora to say that somehow?
Hey, you're not there.
I'm here. I'm Scott.
You didn't have to like confess to Curse. It was just supposed to be like offhand, but no, you really put your whole heart into that, and I respect that. You know what?
Well, what can I say, Leora? I wear my heart on my sleeve.
You shitty little bastard. Let's go to bed.
Yep.
Dad is always there.
Yeah, each of the your rooms is larger and just more elaborate and opulent and fancy than any home you've ever lived or been in.
Am I gonna get stabbed, assassinated in one of these rooms again?
Yeah, you better watch it.
I'm
gonna watch your back.
Leora, are you gonna stab me in my sleep?
No, why would I do that?
I'd just like to say that you started it.
I did start it, didn't I?
You did. All right, so what's our plan? We wait for everyone to go to sleep, or yeah, okay, that sounds good.
Do you think the guards sleep? I don't know if they sleep or not. Sometimes guards are freaks and they just stay up all night.
They
Well,
might
guards
not.
sleep. The rotation guards already slept, so they do not.
Oh, we're gonna have to sneak out.
Yeah, we're gonna need to sneak out.
I'm gonna have to sneak out. I'll come get you in like 8 hours.
Okay. I'm just going to sit in this extremely overly large room and play music for 8 hours, I guess.
Yeah, have fun with that.
There will be any food you want, fresh clothing, baths, whatever convenience you would like is provided for you.
Oh, there's something I'd like, alright.
What's that?
I'd like to steal.
For me?
No.
Oh boy, I like where this is going.
Well, there's all kinds of shit in your room that you can just put in a bag if you wanted.
No. We had a deal.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, that's what you're talking about. Yes.
We had a deal.
Yes, Leora and I are going to
steal.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of fun tonight.
Quick question. Wasn't Fang instructed to send the other caster down to the school?
We'll get there.
He is kind of the boss
Fine.
here, so if he wants to take his time, there's not much can be done about it.
The other caster.
There's
Me?
another one.
Curse, what are you doing while in Proximo? After Twister's done, what are y'all doing?
I'll hang out with Curse for a while.
Where's Proxima want to go? Kursko follow him.
Damn it, you were supposed to fucking decide this. I didn't want to have to think about that shit.
Where do you want to eat?
Fucking
Wait
let's go to my-
until I show up.
Well, you showed up before they finished Twister, so.
Rad.
Fang, where do you want to go?
Oh, I came here looking for Elle, but we could, get a drink and, go to the armory or something. They've got some cool stuff in there.
Ooh, an armory.
Yeah, I can.
Is it like culturally relevant?
What?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like I fought enough. But if you want to go to the armory, we can go to the armory.
There's cool stuff down there.
And Fang, you shake your head for a minute. You're like, wait a second, did he just say I fought enough?
Yeah, sorry. Did he just say I fought enough?
He knows we have an army sitting right out front, right?
Yeah. Our second best fighter just said he's probably had enough of it. Oh no.
That's you need to correct that word to make that plural because there are several nations.
Yeah.
Not nations, but provinces.
I'll
I guess we are in a time of war still. You know, like all of the time. Yeah, we can check out the armory. It's whatever. I didn't want to go anywhere cool or anything.
Well, we'll go places. We'll just start there, okay?
Can't believe I learned a hobby to make shoes, and now we're in a place that doesn't wear shoes.
I mean, the wealthy people wear some nice slip-ons.
Proxima's going to invent the tennis shoe. That's my goal for the rest of the series.
Ah, it's your taco quest.
Yeah, so you head down to the Royal Armory. There are.
Well, I'm gonna send them that way, but I was like, so does anybody know where Elle went?
Nope.
No,
No clue.
He kind of just confessed to me and walked off. It was really weird.
I'll ask the help staff.
Yeah, an attendant, like, they directed to their rooms.
Perfect. I will go bother them.
Okay.
I'll be just behind you, fellas. I'll just gotta go give Ella a hard time.
Okay. Yeah. You're directed to which room he was put in. As you open the door, you can hear like this bad singing from like the bathroom area.
Hang on a sec. I don't even get to roll for this.
Oh, this is shower singing.
It's your
Okay.
passive performance role.
Fair enough. I'm doing some vocal exercises. The heat and the steam really helps me kind of stretch out my vocal cords a bit. So, me. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame.
Almost made Brandon choke on whatever he put in his mouth.
You give love. Oh, Fang. Wait, hang on.
I don't notice, Fang. Go in the bathroom.
Al just walks out,
I
just bare
I
to
just
the
realized.
world.
Yeah, Elle just walks
just
out,
like-
no towels over his shoulder, just singing. Or he's drying his hair, so he doesn't even see
standing there
you.
like this.
Yeah, I'm just like putting some water over my face and.
I mean, since we were with him, I just imagine we're all in the room. Really?
So
So y'all tagged along?
Yeah. You think I'm gonna miss this?
Yeah, I said, "Hi, hey, we'll go to the armory. I just gotta go bother Elle about something real quick."
Well, you're not gonna leave us here doing nothing.
No, I no. So like,
Okay.
I assumed you guys were like, "Yeah, we'll just do whatever. We'll just come with you."
Yeah.
I'm sure there's cool shit going on.
You know, going to the armory by way of Elle's bathroom.
That's not a
Hey,
direct one.
Everybody's making Brandon choke. Brandon, don't eat or drink right now.
in the case of a bard, the bathroom is his armory.
Boo.
Okay, so y'all haven't been to your rooms yet, Kursk or Fang. So yeah, you're like, holy shit, at the size and opulence of this room.
And you just hear, "You give love a bad name."
The room itself was larger than your home on your farm, Proximo.
I actually like to think Proximo's not entirely comfortable with how clean and nice and big everything is. He probably like asks for a potted plant and then he like dumps the dirt out on the floor.
Yes, as we've established, Proximo's home was a piece of shit with broken
Why
shingles
would-
everywhere.
That is not the truth.
Hey, Proximo, to make it a little more like home, do you want to also set your room on fire?
Sure. Let's just. It's just a little on fire, Fang.
Let's put a pin in that. Maybe
I believe I specifically mentioned no arson, fellas.
you said no stealing and no breaking stuff. No arson never came into the picture.
Is
No,
there like
no,
a
no,
no
no.
headboards
The
rule?
rules.
These are very fancy headboards.
Very ornate.
Yeah. So, what do, Fang? Do you barge into my bathroom as I'm cleaning myself and singing?
Well, it's not exclusively your bathroom. I imagine it's like the guest bathroom or whatever.
I don't know, Bradley. Are these shared bathrooms?
No, each room has its own
Room has its own bathroom.
ensuite.
Listen, Fang, I don't love you that way. If I did, I'd invite you in, but I'm sorry, there's only room for one in here.
Now, not every guest room has this. These are imperial guests, so
I
these are
see,
your
my
guests.
special
They
guests.
get they get the top shit, the presidential suite.
Oh well, you remember Master Wu-Tang, right?
Are you talking to me? I don't even know if you've approached me while I'm still in the tub or not.
I'm not approaching you in the tub.
What's canon? Did he come in but not come into the bathroom?
I like the picture of you finishing up, but you've got the towel over your head, drying your
Okay.
hair as you just
Yeah.
walk into your room, but you don't see them because the towel's over your head.
All right, so L walks buck ass nude right into the room. He's toweling off his face and his hair, so he walks like straight to the middle of the room before finally he uncovers his head and he sees you all standing there.
I picture like you're doing some dance too. You get into the center room, but you turn around to look towards a balcony as you move the towel, so you don't even see them there, and you're just shaking your ass, doing whatever, making a fool of yourself, but you don't realize that.
I'm performing the dance routine from Can't Stop the Music.
Hey, L.
You turn and see Proximo and Kursk and Fang sitting there.
There's like a 3-second pause, and Proxima says, "It's bigger than I expected."
Why are you guys in my room? I don't cover myself, by the way. I'm just so in shock. I don't even think to cover myself. I'm
Well, really,
frozen. I'm still toweling off my hair. I'm frozen.
We were gonna go, out and about, and thought I'd come relay a message to you.
Oh shit! And then I'll quickly wrap the towel around myself. Sorry about that. Message? Who? I don't know.
Yeah,
anybody.
you remember Master Wu-Tang?
Yeah. They're I love their third album.
Yeah, well, he was interested in you coming by and playing some music for him. Maybe show off, your fancy instrument there, or some of the cool things that you do to the bad guys.
So he wants me to attack him, or he wants me to play him music.
Yes.
Well, I guess it would be rude of me to not put a little performance on, considering how gracious they have been in letting us in.
I took Ori by there earlier. She seemed to be doing all right.
Why is he interested in my music? Isn't he like Woo Jin, right? That's what you call them.
Yeah,
I'm not a Woo Jin.
yeah, but he likes your music.
I haven't played for him yet.
I have told him about your music.
Oh, gotcha. I give you a little wink and some finger guns. You're setting me up with a gig. I appreciate it. Well, hey, you
Yes.
know what? You know what? Since I'm going to be putting on a performance, how about you guys can all come? You can invite, whoever you want, any of the staff,
Yeah, I mean,
whoever
you
you want.
got to meet with him first, so we know, when it is, because we're gonna go swing by, the armory.
Oh, he wants me to perform right now?
Well, he wants you to go see him. So,
Right now?
At your earliest convenience.
Well, what if it's not convenient right now?
I said at your earliest convenience, whenever it is good for you.
Yeah, but that doesn't really mean anything. Like everybody always says at your earliest convenience, but like what really is convenient? Because if I'm being honest, it'd be more convenient if he just came up here.
Yeah, I think he wants it down in his studio.
Right, but I mean, you said my convenience, right?
Yeah, you go to see him.
Listen,
At
I
your
swear,
convenience.
I'm not trying to make this hard on you. I'm just really getting mixed messages from you right now.
How about it's my convenience and that's right now?
Yeah, I'm
Right now-
really
right now, right
interested.
now?
I'm really interested to see what Wu-Tang thinks that you're playing.
All right, fine. Everyone, get out. I need a change.
Fair enough.
And I will proceed to change into my clean clothes that have been provided by the staff. My clean change of clothes, and
Your clean chain.
I will grab my loot. I do not bring my new loot.
I told you he wanted to. He was interested in the fancy one.
You didn't say anything about which loot. You just said he was interested in my music.
I told him about your fancy loot.
But you didn't tell me about the fancy loot.
That was literally like the second thing I said.
All right. I grabbed all of my instruments.
Thank you. You're putting on a concert.
It really wouldn't matter anyway. It really wouldn't matter anyway. Because as soon as you walked out of the room without the fancy loot, Fang would look at you and go and say, "Go get the fancy loot." Like this conversation is meaningless.
No, this is just classic L being oblivious.
Okay, see that makes more sense. I thought this was like a specifically you're trying to avoid taking. I'm like, it literally doesn't matter.
No, I just I may have had a conversation about. No, it's not because I've been drinking, although that doesn't help. It's more so that I had a conversation about the bad things the loot does, and I'd already decided I wasn't going to be using it. But
just take it with you.
All right, I'm bringing it with me. Lead the way. Is everyone here?
I mean,
Ori's not here,
Leora.
and Leora's not here.
Here, I'm gonna tell Leora that I'm putting on a show for the Wu-Tang Clan. God, this is gonna be my biggest gig yet.
We're having a boys' afternoon out.
Oh, I can't bring Leora.
Do you want to wake
Or
her
if
up?
you want to be one of the boys.
You can stop by a room if you want. That's up to you.
Hang on, I'm gonna. Is that a trick question?
It wasn't directed at you.
Okay. I go and I knock loudly on Leora's door.
Hold on, let me roll something.
A picture that you're just knocking real loud, and then Fang just opens a door and walks in. Because it's his place.
I'm being polite.
Fang walks in and asks, "Leora, do you want to be one of the boys?"
Yeah, no, I don't think her door is even like fully closed. I think it's like cracked, and she's just kind of under all the covers in bed.
Leora, I'm playing for Wu. I'm playing some music for Wu Tang. You want to come?
Ah,
Or you could stay
Why?
here and I could send some pretty ladies over. It's up to you.
yeah, fuck you, Al. What the hell? What?
Oh,
All
okay.
you caught was pretty ladies.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm getting up. Where we going? Where we going?
And I go
Going
check
to-
on the Wu Tang Clan.
Yep.
What? I'm making up words again now.
I didn't say that. That was Fang.
Oh, right. Oh.
Oh, thank you, Crusade. 300 for DM reroll. I'm sure the crew appreciates that.
All right, I will allow Fang to lead me to Wu Tang.
Okay, so you had that
I
way.
guess
It's,
Go
ahead,
to the Wu Tang Clan, and then the armory, if time permits.
I was adjusting my my numbers there. Okay, so same thing. It's across the palace, out through the royal garden. Y'all come to another building. How is your axe attached to you, Kursk?
On his back.
I'm sorry, not Kursk. Damn it, I meant Proximo.
It's a holster.
Okay.
It just slides directly in. That's it.
As y'all go walking in, you're like, if somebody grabbed you and it's by the belt to stop you in mid stride, you kind of like that jolt. Is the axe will not cross the barrier into this place. You're like, what the hell you're trying to pull? And it's like as if your axe is stuck mid-air. And you're also starting to feel like an extremely agitated buzz in your head. Flaring like anger and confusion, mostly anger.
I know this is like a weird question, but what does our immediate area look like?
Well, it's these big double doors that opened up into what you would consider a library, is what it reminds you of. There's all these weird symbols on the floor. They're not like the weird symbols you've seen of chaos before, very erratic. There's a lot of straight lines and perfect circles and edges and things like that. But especially like the door, there's several of them all around the doorway. But as you try to go through, everybody else walks through. But it's like you're getting caught, like if something was holding the axe back from going in.
Ever get a belt loop stuck on the door handle?
Yep. As you're walking, it's like, oh shit.
A few too many times, yeah. That's an interesting scenario. I'm thinking about how Proximo reacts to that.
Give me a charisma check. You are feeling severe anger. You just want to start like step outside. What you step backwards and the axe is, you pull it out into your hand, and you're just wanting to start like. As soon as you do this, though, guards are all of a sudden restraining you. As you're just wanting to start like trying to tear the doors down.
Am I actually like attacking the door at this point?
That you go to, you were restrained the moment this happens. Fang, you see this. You see him kind of get like, he just stops. You're like, why aren't you coming in, kind of thing. And then see him just, his eyes kind of change and look very angry. And then he just steps outside, pulling the axe like he's going to start attacking the building.
Do I happen to see this?
You're all there. I'm sure the commotion and the abrupt movement. I'm assuming Proximo probably made some grumbling gestures and sounds as he like couldn't complete his way through the threshold. So you all kind of turn. Yeah, so you all see this. Guards immediately have seized him by both arms.
I think my first instinct would be to use a calm emotions on this.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do. It's a level 2 spell, so 15 does it.
As you start to do it, you hear the sounds start to emanate from your instrument, and then it just goes silent.
Huh.
And
I strum it a few more times.
Yeah, you strum it, no problem. The sound comes out, but you're trying to project the energy through it to cause an effect. It just gets silenced, and you hear footsteps coming from behind you. What is this now? And you hear Master Wu-Tang's voice.
I mean, just
He points at Proxima and goes, "This is the one you told me?"
no. I'm gonna, while pointing at Proxima, like,
everybody's
not
leaving their day
him.
in the sun.
And I'm gonna point my other hand at
So
L and be like,
he's
the one
gonna-
with the instrument.
He's gonna point at me, and I'm just very stupidly strumming my instrument. Like, why isn't this working?
You're trying to play like Master Exploder on it.
I'm retuning it because I think maybe the tune's off. I keep strumming it.
You always think the tune is off.
That one is with you as well. That's being restrained. And why is his weapon drawn?
Why don't we ask him?
Proxima, right now, you're just in a rage. You just want to like destroy this building.
I mean, I saw him try to come in the building, but
And as you see the dude Fang's talking to, you get even more angry.
Hey, Proxima, what's going on there?
You know the guards are having a hard time restraining him. There's two of them, and they're struggling very much to keep him from unleashing.
I want to help restrain him too.
Yeah, Leora,
Chill, Daddy.
Help your dad out.
Daddy, chill. What the hell is even that?
What the hell is wrong with you? Chill out, relax. Dude, come on, you're embarrassing us.
You need to tell your dad to calm down.
So how much on a? Is this like I have 0% control sort of thing?
This is I rolled a 20 for the axe to take over control.
Okay, well, in that case,
I'm going to say that this is going to be for a few rounds. You've got this, then we'll do another check.
Okay, because I figured if there was any control, like Proxima swinging the axe with his right hand, his left hand probably goes for his scimitar to quite literally stab his other hand.
No, this is when you are like guards from each side, like grabbed, like they've got both your arms. They're trying to restrain you from, because they don't know what you're doing. They just know a weapon come out, like as you're walking behind the Emperor.
That's kind of what I figured. Yeah. Well, I don't really have much reaction. I think all I can really do is sit there and just kind of be pinned or resist.
I'm gonna give him the hug of death.
So that's just the daughter hug. Are you trying to wrestle him, or is this like a no, Dad, don't kind of thing?
I'm just kind of grappling him. Don't hurt anybody, please.
Give me another a check, Curse. I mean, damn it, Proxima. Why am I saying Curse tonight?
Daughters, they're everywhere.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
It's better.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I actually
enough.
have a -1 also. So yeah, it's very, very difficult. This rage is just all consuming. But somehow, as she hugs you, the thing that helps you break this in your mind, all of a sudden it pictures your daughter like hugging you around the waist when she was alive.
It's not a hug. I'm grappling you. It's not what happened.
It's
This
different.
is probably the moment when Proximo decides he has to try and get rid of this axe somewhere. This is probably the moment. It's finally starting to cause too many issues.
Does Master Wu Tang do anything?
He's
This
just
is
watching what's
awkward.
playing out.
Would I be able to drop the axe without another charisma check, or do I need to check for that too?
No, you've got control now, so if that's what you wanted to do.
I'm gonna drop it.
It
Lick it.
clatters to the ground. It's kind of like, as it hits and it's like kind of bangs back and forth off the ground, it just continues to like that back and forth off the blades, like it's trying to like, if it could get up and move, it would, but all it's doing is like shaking back and forth.
Old man shakes fist angrily at Cloud. Proximo looks at it and is like, alright, I am sorry about that. Sometimes. And he trips over his words a few times, and I think I just need to go to anger management.
The guards still have you restrained. So
I'm not resisting. He doesn't go limp. He's just trying to stand up straight, but he relaxes his arms.
at this point, as you relax, they put manacles on you, unless Fang's stopping them. And you see, everybody sees that axe is still sitting there, clink, 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 clink. It's like back and forth, like if it, you know how it kind of teeter-totter on the blade, because it's the way the axe is built. It's just back and forth, like very rapidly.
You know, and here I thought we were going to be the first ones to end up in manacles. This is really a new low for you.
Is
So
it? Is it a
seems
new
like
love
you-
for me?
Yeah, well, it's surprising. It's surprising for sure. It's surprising. I'll say that.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I didn't expect anything like that. Let me tell you.
Well,
Are you?
Fang, you gonna help me out here? They're dragging me away.
Oh,
They haven't drug him away yet, but they've definitely manacled him and restrained him. One of the guards goes to pick up the axe, and Wu-Tang's like, "Do not touch that." As the dude kind of stops midway to reaching for it. And he yells over his shoulder to his acolytes, and they run off.
I'll wave the guards down and be like, you can, let him go. He seems to be in control of
I'm
his
basically his bodyguard, really.
It's true.
I've guarded that body more than any of you have.
The oldest bodyguard money can buy.
They look at you, and there's the acknowledgement, and then the guards kind of look at each other like, "Are we? What do we do?" Because he just ordered us. That's what they don't say anything, but what plays across is this dude just pulled out a weapon behind the Emperor, but the Emperor's telling us to let him go. Should we do that? Or as they hesitantly start taking the manacles off. Of course, at this time, more guards a couple of other guards have come over, so their weapons are all like leveled at Proximo as they let him go, and then pull their own weapons.
Proximo will start disarming in front of them, and he pulls out the crossbow, the crowbar, the longbow, the morning star, and scimitar.
He starts laying them on the ground.
Yeah.
There's just a complete din as Proximo just throws all his weapons to the ground.
Opens up his trench
55
coat. There's
arrows,
like all
4
these
of them
things.
covered in paralytic poison. What is there? Do I have a knife? I don't think I have a knife. Damn it! I was really hoping I'd be like, oh, one more thing, and then pull out a knife and set it on the ground too.
They
I'm gonna
go ahead.
lean over to Elle. Do you think Wu-Tang would take my gun away and call it magic if I pulled it out right now?
I
You were
would-
able to walk in.
Yeah, I wouldn't even test it. I would just keep it sequestered away.
I think I'll just keep that.
Yeah, keep it. You got a good
Can be.
you got a good place to hide it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm. It's concealed.
It's-
It's fine.
Are you sure? Because it's literally just hanging on your hip.
You know, it's just an ornament. It's like a belt buckle. Nobody notices them.
Do you want?
Inconspicuous.
Yeah. Do you Okay. Yeah. You're fine. You're fine.
I'm trying to find any GIF or video of a scene from a movie or something where somebody's like, "Come on, all the weapons," and it takes them like 45 seconds to take
Yeah,
it all
and there's
off.
like a pile, like knee high, of just weapons.
Yeah, and somebody's like, "How did you even get all of those?" And somebody in the back is like, "Come on, we all know you have one more."
As you do, of course, they pick up all your weapons other than the axe, which is still vibrating and rocking back and forth. Then the acolytes show up with a small container, and Master Wu-Tang gets it from him, walks outside, and basically puts it around the axe, and all of a sudden it immediately stops moving. And he says something, and you see these little symbols flash all around the outside of whatever this container is. And then it looks like where he put the lid on it, there's like no seam, no nothing. And he looks at you, Fang, and kind of shakes his head. And he goes, "What other surprises do your friends from the West bring? I don't know what this is, but this," as he holds it up and looks at it, "is extremely deadly and full of energy like your other friend. It's got the same
I mean,
stink is the best word I can think of upon it."
when you've got to deal with the world, kind of take any advantage we can get. Besides, I trust Proximo. He wouldn't just carry something around that would kill one of us indiscriminately.
Well, none of the immediate party.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
eyebrow just raises like extremely, like almost comically, like what?
Does he like do a little head cock too? Like really?
He starts scrutinizing like each of the rest of you.
I give him a big old smile.
Yes, same. I'm innocent. I've done nothing wrong in my whole life.
I point at Elle. I'm
you
like,
must-
this
you
is the
must
one I
be-
wanted to.
I kind of step in front of Fang as he's trying to introduce me. Ah, you must be Master Wu-Tang. It's a pleasure to meet you. And
I've heard you're nothing to fuck with.
I stick my hand out to shake his hand.
I'm gonna elbow Fang and whisper in his ear and say, "It's like he's never seen a band of misfits before."
He
Has
slowly stretches his hand out and shakes your hand. Very stern, very firm handshake. "Come with me." And he turns and starts walking off towards another hallway.
I turn back to all you guys and I'm like, you coming? And then
Yeah, why not?
And then I turn and I follow him.
Yeah, I want to see this. This is gonna be
Okay,
funny.
so y'all the same thing. You go down the hallway you've been down before. Bang, you step into the same room, about 50-foot diameter. In the center, there's a 20-foot circle. The smaller 5-foot circles, equidistant around it. Or sorry, 10-foot circles. He tells you, "Step to the center of the largest circle, please."
I look around. Can I investigate the room just real quick from where I'm standing to like
Sure.
check the acoustics of the room?
Well, once you get into the center of the
ones are
room,
in the
it sounds, and you like just kind of make clicks or whistles or whatever. It sounds like if you were the perfect amphitheater.
Okay, I'll comment on that then. I'll say, wow, this Fang wasn't kidding. This is the perfect place to perform. The acoustics in here are spectacular.
And he turns to look at the rest. Will you be staying or coming in?
I'm surprisingly calm for the first time in a while. Oh, will you all go on in, sure?
I'm coming. Yes. Yes.
I'm
Fang?
gonna, yeah, I'll come in, but I'm gonna like get up really, really close next to Proximo.
Okay. You come in and Master Wu-Tang shuts the door, and again, all of a sudden, it's like the walls disappear and just like
Yeah,
in,
right
like,
when
the
he shuts the
vastness of
door, I'm gonna
space.
like grab Proxima and be like, "Listen, he's about to do some really crazy shit."
Yeah,
Does
and then the
Proximo
walls just
start
like
frothing at
they
the
just
mouth?
it's almost like a
"Urgh,
better description would be like you see
urgh."
that the walls just fall backwards and fall away out into space and are gone. Each of the alkalites again starts up their chanting, and the lights come up from them through all the glyphs and wards and lines in the floor. He looks at you. He's like, "What's the most powerful thing you can do?"
Does the echo come back?
No,
to
as
me?
you do this, it's almost like it got deadened, like the sound. It's like no sound's coming back to you. You can hear what you're doing, but
Okay.
it's that amphitheater sound is now gone, and it's almost like dead to your ears.
Wow. What is that? Can you hear me? Am I speaking?
It's called a
Hello?
beat.
He turns and looks at you, Fame, like, is he ignorant or deaf?
Both.
I'm sorry. Could you please repeat the question? Yeah, I was just caught off guard. The sound, everything just changed so suddenly.
What is the most powerful thing you can produce?
Uh,
Do you summon
I have-
demons as your friend does?
no. I have something I have something far more powerful than that. I strum. I can bring the power of music into the lives of those around me. And
Which instrument are you using?
just my normal lute.
Okay.
And I'm gonna play one of Little Mouse's songs, one of the sad ones.
You're just playing a song?
Just a normal song. Oops.
Yeah. And he just puts his hand on his face. Is this? He turns to you, Fame, like
God.
this. When I ask about this, I'm mean no offense. I'm being serious. Is this some horrible joke? That is the most disturbing and horrible rendition of that song I've ever heard, and is a mockery. He should be executed just for doing such.
Could you imagine traveling with this guy for months? Whenever you ask for help, he does this.
And again, as I asked you before, how are you still alive?
He said me as a bodyguard.
Yeah, I was gonna put my armor on. Probably, I got this guy.
I would be worried of taking my own life if I had to hear this more than once.
You'd be surprised how many times I've put myself in the way of damage for him. And he's still gone down like 4, 5, 6, 7 T.
Who's counting? Who's counting? Who's counting anymore?
Listen, he's definitely
Worst.
of
Oh my god.
He's been getting better. He's been getting better.
Now, were you actually trying to
Sorry.
trying to cast something with this, or just playing Little Mouse's song?
Not at all. I was being 100% legit when I said the power of music.
Proximo
Please-
genuinely thinks Elle is trolling, and he thinks it's kind of funny.
I'm 100%. I'm 100% just completely clueless. I'm oblivious to what's actually happening here.
Proximo genuinely thinks that Elle has bigger balls than he initially thought, because he thinks that an emperor with his like powerful mage entourage just asked Elle to do something powerful, and he does this, and Proximo's like, "Holy shit, he's a bigger troll than I ever imagined."
I ask in all serious, Emperor. Is this legitimately what you consider?
I've seen him quell crowds with a few strums of his instrument. I've seen him on an occasion charm a beast to, just do do whatever he whims. I know he's created. What was the storm, like the icicle thing he did to the island boss?
He made me fall on the floor laughing at something I would normally never laugh at, and that is some black magic, surely.
He definitely would make me want to fall on the ground crying from what I've just heard.
Yeah, no, that was pretty bad. Even for me.
And this
Wait,
is
the storm.
what you could. This produces the effects you're telling me. This kind of.
Yeah,
I don't know what to call it.
I mean,
Hey,
listen, I thought at one point in time he was literally an assassin after
do a
my
little
own life,
better.
because I didn't
Huh?
believe that he was a bard of, whatever persuasion he is.
I can't hear.
Can't disagree with you.
Do
I
a
can't
little
tell.
better.
Am I playing well? I can't tell.
No.
The acoustics in this room are awful
No.
now.
Do better.
Proximo's
Okay.
face is just turning red because he is just holding in the laughter as hard as possible. His throat is swelled up, his cheeks are slowly filling with air.
Proximo takes a D10 damage holding it in.
Yeah. If anything else happens here, it's gonna just get let loose in front of everyone.
Okay.
Because there's in Proximo's mind, there's just no way Elle didn't just absolutely troll on everyone here. It's impossible.
All right. So
My
Leora
time
told
is
me
too
that-
valuable to be wasted as such. If you possess no ability to control the elements or sway emotions, as the Emperor says, then stop wasting my time. Otherwise, show me what you can do powerfully.
Wait, no, do it on me. You can. Here, I'll walk up. Do it on me.
Okay.
Sway me. Sway me.
Well-
You used to go to walk up and there's a barrier there. You can't get to him, like where the lines are on the floor. Like you can't cross that.
Wait, no, he can do it on me. It'll be really funny. Can I go in?
Wu Tang just looks at you, Fang, when she makes that request.
Hey, if just let fucking they do this shit all the time. They do it together. They are just.
He looks
just
at
let
you,
it happen.
Leora, and is like, "You possess the ability to draw upon the elements, or
Oh, hello.
Chaos?
Hello.
No,
Uh,
she
Mr.
thinks he
Wu-Tang.
needs a target.
Excuse
I'm a
me.
test subject.
Excuse
Yeah.
me, sir.
if he needs a target, that's fine. I would hate for one of your guests to be harmed." And he looks.
I think
To
we
the,
were all just harmed.
I would agree there. He looks towards the red-robed apprentice, and again the fire elemental appears.
Now, Mr. Wu-Tang, I would just like to say that I do take some offense to your words. For I feel, in my humble opinion, that the power of music and that the emotions caused by such music.
So-
Hang on, Leora, let me finish.
Play better.
Are a power unto themselves. But if you want something with a little more pizzazz, then I can do so.
A target has been presented. Show me what you can do against it.
Okay. I wouldn't happen to be able to dominate beast on this thing, would I? Is it not? Is it
no.
a beast?
No,
Damn
it's
it.
an elemental.
Ow.
Do
All
that
right.
mean,
big crystal whale on it.
Yeah. Can I cause damage outside of this circle? Because that's a pretty big radius.
Are you asking me as a DM or him? You
As
don't
a
know
D-
what you don't know that there's a barrier stopping you, other than you saw Leora walk up
how
and like
big
kind of
is
not
this?
going.
Yeah, how big is this? Because it's a
20-foot radius. You're in the center of a 20-foot radius,
Okay.
so it's 40 foot in diameter there, or whatever.
Yeah, this would hurt everybody else, so I don't think that I would want to do this one. I
That
guess
was the gift
Were
that
you
keeps
sneezing
on
or
giving.
dabbing?
Or sneezing.
Liar.
I mean, I
Dabbing
guess
on
I
them
could,
fools.
I guess I could attempt for a stupefy, or I could just go for a. Well, I don't know if Tasha's hideous laughter would actually. Bless you. Bless you.
Bless you.
It just says creature, so I think that would count against an elemental, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll start it off with the Tasha's hideous laughter.
What level was that?
It's level
2?
1.
1. Yeah, goes off no problem.
Okay.
Just roll.
So what-
What's your DC?
Let's see. That is a 15.
So it fails, and it's some
Whatever
you
a
don't.
laugh sounds like, it just
Yeah. So this thing you just hear like almost like a bonfire. If it would like fuel was thrown on it to all of a sudden erupt, you just hear these sounds coming off of it. Which what sound does a fire elemental make when it laughs? You know, kind of thing. But
I like to imagine it's like that sound that you get when there's like you know when there's like a rush of air whenever something like a log falls in a campfire or anything like that. There's like that rush of air
over and over.
just over and over again.
What else can you do? Interesting.
Well, I will now cast Stupefy. So this is a concentration, so it'll stop laughing now when I cast this. But actually, hang on. No, Stupefy isn't concentration. So I can do that, right?
Yeah.
I just can't do another. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I do that all the time with Blaskin.
Hopefully, this is a big roll. Okay, it doesn't go off, but I also don't fail and bleed.
You don't have an
so
aneurysm.
I can try it again. That was a level 4, so 16 works, right?
Yeah, so it just goes off.
Okay, cool.
So
It's an intelligence
save, isn't
save. Yep, it's another DC 15.
Yeah, it fails.
Okay, so it's going to take that much damage psychically, and it's going to lose 2 intelligence,
Right, I'm not worried
wisdom,
about that
and
stuff.
charisma.
So it
I don't
seems to
know,
be
yeah.
effective. It's like, and that's the most powerful thing you can do.
Well, there might be maybe one other thing I could do, but
And how do you do under duress? As he says that, the power emanates from the earth alkalite, and the whole ground where you're at starts like rumbling and moving. So make a check at a disadvantage.
for
Whatever you're going to do.
oh, you mean if I'm going to cast
Your
another spell?
performance. Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, really want to get in on good terms with Mr. Wu-Tang here. So,
This has been phenomenal so far. Except for the first part.
all
I
right.
don't
So
think
this.
Proximo's thought something has been this funny in decades.
Oh wait, that was supposed to be a disadvantage. I'm sorry. Let me roll that one more time.
Yeah, just roll it again.
So it'd be another performance. Okay, so that would have been +2. So that would have been a 12.
So one less.
Yeah, and it was another level 4 I was casting, so it just doesn't go off.
No, level 4 you would have
Right.
needed a 16.
Oh, you're right. I would have needed. Well,
So
You're
Right.
rolling an attack, not a.
right. But I'm saying +2, so it would have been a 12. So it would have only been a difference of 4
okay.
because I didn't add the D8 from my bardic inspiration to that one. I just kept the 2 that I rolled. Let me try that again then. Oh, I keep forgetting hit disadvantage. Shit, okay. Here's the other one, and then it's going to be a +1. Oh, so that would have been a 23.
And what were you casting?
That was going to be the crystal whale, which
Okay,
is
so
this bad boy.
so it emanates out.
I
from
did that to
you.
myself.
Now,
Whoops.
does it affect you though too? Doesn't it?
It does not. It only affects everything around me within a 40-foot radius.
Are you sure? I thought that affected you. Everything in the radius.
It says right here, you give a piercing scream that vibrates in a 40-foot radius sphere centered on you. Unattended crystal or glass items in the affected area take the thunder damage. Each creature in the area takes 76 thunder damage and is deafened, or takes half damage and is not deafened with a successful Constitution saving throw. It doesn't say anything about me.
Yeah, if it says if it said other than you, so yeah, that affects you as well. Because it's a point you can target, right? Or does it say emanate from you?
Well, that's the thing. It says it emanates from me, so I kind of just assumed that since it came.
I think
from
that because that's a third party thing. I think that maybe I'll have to go over it. That may be just a
Okay.
error in their writing because you wouldn't think like, hey, here's a big ass spell I can do, but I'm going to
Okay.
fuck myself up every time.
Yeah, I
If it
kind
was
of
targeted,
assumed-
I would say yes that you could be affected by it. But if it emanates from you, I would assume you'd be immune. So yeah, so that happens to the. You see a lot of the flames get buffeted on that elemental, and he goes, "Very good. Do you have other abilities like that?" Again, quickly, and then the rain and the hail start. So you'll be the -2.
Okay. Hmm. What else do I have? I mean, I have confusion, which doesn't really do damage to it. It just makes it act kind of weird.
Oh, that's fine.
Compulsion. No, not compulsion. I got charm monster. This isn't a monster though, right?
No.
Okay, then yeah, I'll go with confusion. All right.
No, you don't. I'll let you know. You could request. Hey, you can tell you're being tested. You could request something specific if you want, like, to affect something.
What do you mean by that? Like I could request.
Like, do you want a beast, a monster, something like that?
Oh,
Something that you know you could affect.
Yeah. In that case, can I get a beast?
What kind of beast?
Shit. Is there any beast that I know of that I could request? Or
I don't know. What would you what would you be thinking of?
I mean, I
Beetles.
don't really understand the difference because there's creatures, there's monsters, there's humanoids, there's creatures, there's monsters.
Well, no, it's not. They're not creatures. Your classifications are humanoids, which are like anything bipedal, stuff like that. A beast is any natural animal.
It's just
Abominations would be like mutated
Okay.
thing. Like it could be a bear, but it's mutated. That would be a monstrosity.
So would a beast just be like a
cow, a horse,
like a cow or a
bear.
bear, like whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, would a beast count as like one of those hawks? Didn't they have like
those are
eagles?
yeah.
Can I request an eagle?
Sure. All of the alkalites start changing. The colors flare through it there, and Master Wu whispers something, and one of the hawks starts flying around.
All right, then I will attempt my. This time I'll remember to hit disadvantage. You said disadvantage and -2?
Yes.
Okay. Come on, big money, big money. Ooh, that 3. Okay, it's not going to go off, but I don't hurt myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try that again. Oh, man, I'm running out of inspiration very quickly.
Whoa.
Come on, big money, big money, big money. Damn it. Again. All right.
He looks at you, Fang, and he's like, "This one doesn't work well under duress."
My last inspiration.
At least he is not as destructive as your other friend.
No one's as destructive as her.
There we go. Finally. Jesus.
And what was this?
This one was Dominate Beast.
Okay.
So it's a Wisdom DC 15.
Yeah, no, it didn't. It's 18, and it's not going to have a -3.
Well, shit.
Then nothing happens. And he just kind of looks at you, Fang, and like, "Has this one helped you much with his ability?" He goes, "Faster. What else can you do?" At this time, then the wind starts buffeting you. The bird's even having a hard time trying to stay aloft. It keeps getting pushed to the edge of the barrier. This one will be a disadvantage -5. Whatever you're going to try to do.
You know what? I'm gonna try something a little bit crazy. I'm gonna instead attempt to target him, Master Wu Tang.
Okay.
You
So
gonna
disadvantage
pants him?
-5. And you know what? I need everything that I can get. I'm sorry, Leora. I'm gonna take out Wang Chung's loot. I'm gonna swap loots.
God, I hope you roll a 1 right here. Nothing would please me more. I almost thought that was a 1.
So that is exactly 5. Does that mean that I take
Yep.
psychic
So
damage?
yeah. So at what level spell were you casting? A 4?
Well, I was attempting to cast. No, it was a level 4. I was attempting to cast Charm Person, which is a level 1.
If
Oh,
you'd have
level 1.
actually rolled a 1, Frost
Oh
would
wait,
have had
yeah,
to
it wasn't a level 4.
recuse himself from the room because he's laughing too hard.
All right, here, let me just try that again then. Disadvantage, performance. Come on. It's a level 1. Come. Oh, there's the 1.
There it is.
There it is.
Buddy.
So as he plays this, you see like the air inside from the rain that's come down. It all kind of ripples out from him as it pelts the edge of the barrier. Nothing comes out toward y'all. The bird and the elemental, you see that they're affected, as well as L starts just gushing blood from his face. Yeah, his eyes start bleeding, nose starts bleeding. You don't have to worry about rolling it, L, because they'll heal you up when you're done. But yeah, as that happens, he signals for the alkalites to stop, and everything calms in your sphere. Like, so this one doesn't have as much control either, but it seems he's only a danger to himself. Though,
Well, I mean,
that instrument is its own danger.
what do you mean?
It appears that if played incorrectly, or whatever power he channels through it, if he loses control of that power, can cause great harm to whatever's around it.
I feel like we've seen or heard that before.
At this point, he's like, "Thank you for your performance." He kind of haltingly says
has
the
to,
word
like,
performance.
wrench it out.
Please put that loot away.
I put away the special loot, and I take back out my normal loot, and I say, "Are you sure you don't want an encore?"
That's quite good enough. As he turns and opens the door, and all of a sudden, the walls just kind of reappear, and the acoustics are back to being like awesome.
All right, I'm gonna real quick
Court.
since
Court.
yeah. So now that the acoustics are back, I begin playing again.
There you go.
So he turns, cocks his eyebrow at you, like, that sounds very pleasant. So your first, again, he kind of like chokes on the word performance, was just to insult me.
No, I think he sometimes is really, really shit.
Wow, that really hurt.
So an all or nothing kind of thing.
Well,
Nods his head.
Master Wu Tang. I guess all music. It's in the eye of the beholder, as the saying goes.
Let's be honest. That was not your best performance.
I can't tell. The acoustics were so bad. I couldn't even tell what I was playing.
He looks at you, Fang. He's like, I don't see this one being much harm to the palace. Not, at least not as your other friend is. But I would highly suggest you. He turns to you, he's like, refrain from using that instrument. And then back to you, Fang. He's like, seriously, I would not have him perform with that instrument around others you may care about.
Fair enough. I appreciate your time and doing this whole thing. We'll be out of your hair now.
He looks at the rest of you have no such powers as this one or the short round one.
No, sir.
For a
No
moment,
powers
as you
to
say
speak
that,
of.
and look at him, he kind of, his eyes almost like go to rest on your decanter that's on your hip, but then it's almost like he gets distracted and looks away.
Mhm, mhm.
I don't think I do anything cool. Or not cool. Sorry, that was
Actually-
out of character. I don't do anything abominable.
Actually, there is one thing that Proximo does that you should be aware of. He does.
Do elaborate.
He does make really good shoes.
I will keep that in mind. I'm sorry to inform you, will have to be holding on to your axe.
No,
You think-
you can go ahead and hold on for it for a while. We'll see how it goes. I could use a little while without it.
Thank you, my lord.
Well, we'll be off.
Hopefully there will be no other surprises from your friends.
Oh, I hope not.
And so where are you heading to next? I would say it's 4 o'clock. If anybody's, this is a good stopping point unless you want to keep going. I'm fine. My ass slept for like 15 hours between last game. I died. I got up at like 8 o'clock tonight.
Wow.
Jesus.
I woke up at 3 p.m. to go take a piss and then went right back to bed.
No, I'm
Jesus.
gonna stop right here.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
think,
do need to go to sleep.
Yeah,
Okay.
somebody's got a job.
Yeah, and Kerr said he's going to leave 30 minutes early, and I tricked him because he didn't know when I was going to stop.
Well, I had to see what happened with L.
How it goes.
Well, thank you everybody who hung out with us tonight. Appreciate it very much. Thank you for the donos there, Hussein. We'll be back Tuesday for Kelsto's game, so have a good weekend. Night, everybody.
Bye.
Night, internet.
Bye.
Goodbye.